Good morning, Shedders.
Yo, 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 yo.
How's everyone doing today? Nah. Good morning, Lady J. How's it going? Who else we got with us?
What is going on?
Just Lady J. No, we got other people too. Everyone say hi. Throw some likes on the stream if you want. We have a cool show today. We have Vanessa Paradis with Thirsty Thursdays with Thirst Trap. And Carly Ozard Oliva. Oliva. I think it's Oliva.
Oliva.
Carly Ozard Oliva, who's a Subway singer and a recording artist. So that should be cool.
Subway singer.
Yeah, in New York City, I presume.
Oh, that Subway. I'm like,
The real Subway.
now I'm hungry.
Well, Lady J will try to be your distraction for today. And then we also have Pearson Kennedy-Crosby. And that's pretty exciting.
I'm hungry. Thought I was getting food.
Supposedly over the next 2 days, we will be getting food.
Next
Hold
2
on,
days.
hold on, I totally need to...
2 days. Who's making food for us 2 days? Because I'm interested.
Hey, Vanessa, just so you know, Vanessa, I totally muted you for now so I can't hear you guys so that you can chat and stuff. Just so you know. So proceed, and we'll get back to you in a little bit. And I'll mute us too so that you guys can talk and not hear us. So yeah, Vanessa just got herself in the Zoom room finally. So as usual, Vanessa is like starting her own show personally between her and her guest. What's up, Amanda? Nice to see you.
Where everybody at?
We got some folks today. It's
Hi,
one of those days we just got to
Amanda.
give it a little time. It's Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It's Thursday. And you know, it's going to be one of those days where like halfway through the show, a whole bunch of people
Sore as hell, everybody. I worked out. Then arms hurt.
It'd probably help if I started sharing the show.
My biceps hurt.
I didn't do that yet.
My triceps hurt.
First, to throw it some likes, then I share it on my page. Can I tell you something that's interesting? Is slowly I am noticing groups kicking me out of the groups. Like my list of groups in the list that I can share to, which I don't share to all of them. I just share to the ones that sound like they'd be cool with it. And what's up, Crystal Evans?
Crystal Evans.
What's up, Rebecca?
I've never seen. Has she been in the comments before? Hello, Crystal. Welcome. Heather Marie. Hey, Heather Marie Brown. I ain't been singing in a while, which is good. Because I am exhausted. Y'all don't know working out is sore. Oops, sorry. Y'all did that. Working out is sore. My everything hurt. I need a massage. I got some shea butter. I just need 2 hands and some love. Who wanna rub me down? I need back, shoulders, arms. Don't do my ribs because I tickle. I'm very ticklish. But, you know, back, arms, all that good stuff.
Wow, my group thing totally shrunk. That's so awesome. It's actually really interesting to see some of the cannabis activist groups that like post no real content and then don't like
Dang.
Don't like the
boys
shows
do
being
not care. Yo, don't be sharing that stuff to our show. Don't be sharing that stuff to our page. We don't watch that. Mike biting his lips because he letting y'all know that Thai trick work.
like cricket on that.
Yeah, you bite your lip. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rebecca, Rhode Island totally sells menthols. It's funny. There's, you know how many people in the last couple of days were like, I'm making trips to Rhode Island to buy
Oh, well, in that
to buy
case,
cigarettes.
I've been working out in Rhode Island too, so
Yeah.
if y'all
Meet
need
you
me
in-
to
meet
pick
you in Rhode
something
Island?
up, y'all need me to pick something up, just know I charge gas. I
Taxes.
charge walking in the store fee. I charge a fee to walk out the store. I charge a fee to pay. I charge on top of the pay a tax on top of that pay. That's the pickup pay. I charge a mask pay because I gotta wear a mask. I charge, it's just little small charges. They like the little details. You won't even see them in a receipt. They'll just appear as all one final sale. But it is a charge for everything. It's like flying Spirits. You know what you're getting. You pay $2 for a flight, but then you pay $2 million to check a bag. Then you pay another $5 million to get a drink on a plane, like water. And you pay another 2.6 to sit down. So it's just one of them things where they make the easy part, they make the part that's satisfying, they make that cheap, but then they make all the little shit up, the little things go up, then make the big things go down. So you thinking, ooh, this is Spirit, I'm finna be cool, I'm good. Then you realize, dang, this plane bumpy. Dang, is we crashing?
Eric Big Tax Martin. Heather Marie, Massachusetts has banned all flavored everything. So you can't get flavored cigarettes, you can't get flavored cigars, you can't get a whole bunch of flavored stuff. We got some Twitch spam. That's always fun. So yeah, we're gonna have a cool show today. Vanessa's already starting her own personal show in the in the Zoom room right now, and we'll be getting to her in a few minutes to let her do her thing, and then we're gonna have Pearson Kennedy-Crosby come on. So if you're a vet or you love vets or you want to talk to vets or hear about vets, and Pearson's always an amazing.
Sorry, I gotta share
an
this.
amazing part of the show. So I'm excited for him to come on. He's like the most interesting, he's the young version of the most interesting man alive. So we're lucky to have him come on. And that, I gotta figure out what's going on with that crawl. It always, like, what's ES Cheryl? So speaking of Cheryl, Oscar is in surgery right now.
Shout out to my man Oscar.
A little Oscar, the weenie dog, which is why my thing today says thinking of Oscar. I'm also thinking, what's up, JT?
Sorry, I'm trying to think of a clever thing to say when I share. So today is gonna be been taking days off, but like a toxic relationship, we come back. I should say like a toxic person in a relationship, we come back. Or is it both toxic? Wait, so if one toxic and then the other is toxic rubs off, right? When you're in a relationship?
One person in a toxic relationship can make it toxic. You don't need both. Both makes it extra toxic. It doesn't like cancel it out.
But if that person accepts the toxic and inhales it and goes, smells good, then they both toxic, right? That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's like a temporary toxic. When you get the government involved, that's when it becomes like a permanent toxic. Right.
Or like widespread, uncontrollable toxic. Sure. I can roll with that.
Oh, did I push send?
Whoops.
Hold on, I don't even think I did it right. Well, y'all gonna be mad because Damn, I'm panicking. I don't know what button to push.
You go like that, and it reloads the thing, and it'll click on your picture.
Like Tuesday. What's today? Today's not Tuesday.
Today's Thursday.
Yeah, we didn't go on yes. Nah, I ain't shared it. So I'm gonna say, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. But Oscar's in surgery right now.
Yeah, shout out to my man Oscar holding it down. I'm gonna mention Oscar in this too. I'm gonna say.
Yes, and so Cheryl is obviously.
I'll do the toxic one tomorrow.
That's obviously.
Or the next time we take a day off and we become toxic.
Speaking of days off, Sunday is the next day off. Already planned.
Oh, we scheduling days off now?
Yeah.
Whew, that's good because now I can prep.
And just so everyone knows,
anybody want to hang out on Sunday? Because I'm tired. Tired of being abused in the morning. Anybody want to hang out Saturday night? We can go get drunk.
Yeah, don't say that because we probably have plans on Saturday night already. In theory, if we go with Keith.
This isn't. Look at. Do you guys hear this?
Do you not?
I can't go anywhere. I'm locked up. Did you hear that? I said, "Hey, that's cool. Sunday's off finally." So Saturday night I get to turn up, and then no, we have things to do on Saturday night. What? I thought I had Sunday off. That means Saturday night I'm chilling.
Trust me, you're gonna be. You're gonna be cool with Saturday night.
Yo, y'all see this? This is what I have to go through. I'm thinking of Oscar.
And then also Tanya went to try to schedule her surgery. She didn't go so well. She has to go back in a couple of weeks to schedule the surgery and all that stuff. In the meantime, somebody awesome is making Team Tanya t-shirts. So I don't have the link for it, but everyone out there, if you're a fan of Tanya, you should consider getting a Team Tanya t-shirt. And one of the Zoom room ladies, I'm sure, can paste that somewhere here in the comments. If you love Tanya, at least watch her show. If you can afford a t-shirt, you buy a t-shirt.
If you don't love Tanya, you still better watch it. Otherwise, I'm going to come after your ass. What the hell?
It's true. He will.
What the hell?
So, by the way, once we go, Vanessa.
Damn, my head big.
Well, especially when you lean in closer like that. Like if you go back, it gets smaller. It's sort of like, look, it's getting smaller. Lean back a little bit more. Watch. Lean back. Oh, look how small that is. Oh my God. Your head's smaller than mine is right now. Especially when I do this. Look. We should just sit like this, and then you look tiny all the time. And now look. Oh my God, look how tiny Mike is. Look, I can almost get lost behind you.
Hey, bro. All right, that's enough of that.
Can I tell you something? One of the awesome parts. Remember the time that somebody gave us some bud and you were trying to show it in the camera and it wasn't showing up good? So you literally put your forehead up there and you put.
Oh, so it makes it like a black screen.
And it was it came through amazingly because there was some good contrast. Good contrast there.
Cameras
Morning, Amanda and Rianne.
Good morning.
Make sure you guys smash some like buttons at some point. So before we get to Vanessa, and I'm going to unmute us so that, let's just check in on Vanessa.
Good morning, Latoya. Latoya was live this morning, everybody, and we got to see her beautiful face.
Hold on, I'm going to unmute this thing for just a second.
I hope you're going live every morning, Latoya. It gives me a reason to wake up.
We're just gonna. How you guys doing over there? Good. How are you? Good. Are you feeling? Oh.
Oh shoot!
What do you? Which point to the one you're?
Huh? Point to what I'm oohing and I?
Yeah.
Is right there. Yeah, it's totally swimming time. Time to go swimming. Huh? What just happened? Woo.
All right, so let's see. We were coming back in to check on you guys. I'm gonna get rid of our video because this way you line up the way that you're supposed to.
And you can't see our faces.
And then we're gonna get. Oh, you know what? I need to make like a separate thing for Thirsty Thursdays because Vanessa's one of the few people that actually comes in.
Damn, my teeth look good on camera. I ain't gonna lie. My teeth look good, and I get to say that. Because I be working on these things. I spend at least 2 or 3 minutes every morning attending to these beautiful pearly whites, and so I just wanted to admire them. You know, I'm missing one. I had to get one taken out, but hey, you know, he lived a good life, and so the Belichick experience. You move on.
Carly, if you didn't know, Aaron used to play for the Patriots.
Hey.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Are you a fan now? Are you a fan of me?
My dad shared an office with Tom Brady Sr. for a long time.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so I'm from the town that Tom Brady's from, San Mateo County.
The main man.
Yeah, and my dad and Tom Brady Sr. are really good friends. Tom Brady Sr. used to come to my shows in San Francisco.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so we know the family that way, but I've never met Tom Brady. That's my connection. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. Tom Brady dad is the man. That's the man. The man.
You met him before? He's really nice.
He's super nice.
Yeah.
I met him one time. I met all of Tom Brady's family one time. And I've met Tom Brady multiple times, but I met like him and his family like as a group. I've met them twice.
Yeah. Yeah, we've known them a long, long time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're really friendly. For somebody who has so much money.
Literally, like, I could get to his house in like 10 minutes from my house.
Oh, that's dope.
That's cool. That's cool. I don't know. See, you guys have a connection. That's good.
My dad would be geeking out
that
jealous
because I'm like a huge Tom Brady fan.
Well, this will be available to view. Like what we're doing is available to view like on Facebook later, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and YouTube.
Yeah. So like my dad will geek out for sure because it's what 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning. They're probably just waking up. So.
Yay!
Just for our audience sake, I finally brought you guys onto the screen because
Cheryl, thank you.
I finally set stuff up correctly.
Yeah,
cool.
Cheryl said I had the best smile, homie.
And Cheryl does. Welcome, Cheryl. We hope that Oscar's doing well. We've all been worried.
Oh, her little doggy. Yeah, he's so cute.
Yeah, Vanessa. Oscar is in surgery right now.
Oh no! Oh.
So everyone everyone out there, think positive thoughts about Oscar right now.
Yeah.
And he's by the way, Carly, he's like the cutest little wiener dog you've ever seen.
He is a cute little wiener dog.
And he's getting along in years, so he's got some cataract issues, I think, and so he has trouble seeing, and it just makes him even cuter and stuff. Your pup, oh my God, you have
like a diva.
You have a little, oh my God, that's a little baby Wookiee. You have like a little baby,
Yeah, she looks like she
from
get
Star
all
Wars.
the attention.
Does your dog go, wait, I can't do it.
We do it at her constantly. She's so annoyed. Also, we have a Chewbacca costume for her.
Yeah.
But
Perfect.
This is Halo.
Oh, she's so cute.
We've only had her for about 4 months.
Oh, look
She's
at
9
her.
years old. She's 9 years old. And then we have two more. So who may make appearances? We never know. And the Shih Tzu sings, so that might also happen while I'm singing.
That's amazing. I love it.
So hey guys, your dog is super cute and awesome. We're gonna let you guys do your thing.
Okay.
And so we're about to go off screen but we'll be close by. You guys have fun and we'll see you shortly. Enjoy.
Just do your Thirsty Thursday.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hold on. And Vanessa, like my casual manner right now, to me actually means that like you should like come up with your like official introduction pattern someday. It doesn't have to be now or today or tomorrow, next week or whatever. But like,
all right.
Hi.
I already wrote it. I already fucking wrote it, and then I was like, oh, he doesn't do that stuff, so I threw it away. But I can write another one. It's all good.
And also, if you could do me just a tiny bit of a favor and give yourself a tiny bit more headroom, like give yourself a.
How do I do that?
Just tilt it up a tiny bit.
Like back up until your screen.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
that.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Well, don't back up too much because do you have ear pods in? Is that what you're using?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, then that's fine. You're good.
Am I good now? Like it's well, it is Thirsty Thursday, so.
Okay. Well, in any case, we're so happy that every Thursday Vanessa Paradis joins us.
Where were you this from?
What's that? Oh, I'll tell you in a minute. We're so happy that on Thursdays, every Thursday, we have Vanessa Paradis come on with Thirsty Thursdays with a Thirst Trap. And we're really lucky that today her guest is Carly. I'm so sorry. Is it Oliva? Oliva?
It's Carly Ozard Oliva.
Oliva.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Your last name is like a brand name waiting to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it what?
It's like a brand name. Like I feel like it's like Oliva.
Yeah. Oliva is Italian, but my husband's Latin, so whatever.
I feel.
Well, they mixed.
Are you like
They
chocolate?
totally mixed.
Are you like chocolate?
What?
This Thirsty Thursday, so I was just.
He was wondering if you like chocolate.
Do you like chocolate?
Oh, of course.
Carly, we're a little naughty.
Oh, she can't see us. I forget. She can't even see us.
Oh,
right
she
now.
can't see us.
No, I can't see you.
I'm sorry. I was like.
I'm from San Francisco, so bring it on.
In case you forgot, he's black. So when he says chocolate, he means him.
I got it, dude.
Awesome. Well, that all said, we're so and I want to say it right. It's because, and I do feel like singing your last name every time. I feel like your family should come out with like olive oil based everything and like and like cleaning products and food products and like a color and everything. Like
my husband was a chef for a long time. And so, yeah, it makes sense.
That feels like it would be like the perfect job for him. It's like... And
I'm Theo, and he's Chris Oliva, and I'm Carly Ozard, so we're Coco.
Oh, that's so cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, guys, we're so lucky that on Thursdays we have Vanessa Paradis that comes in with Thirsty Thursdays with a Thirst Trap. And rather than continuing to belabor it, because Vanessa and Carly have been so patient.
Yeah, Carly, this is my last time coming on this show.
Yeah, every time we do this show, I'm like, this is the last time the guest is ever going to want to be on the show.
Like, this is not organized.
We're so fortunate that every week Vanessa comes on Thursdays, and it's a fun day for everybody. So, without further ado, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Thirsty Thursdays with a Thirst Trap.
With a Thirst Trap.
Hey, everyone. I hope you're having a good morning, and I hope you're thirsty. Carly, how are you this morning?
Wonderful. Glad to be here.
I'm so excited to have you as a guest because you're like one of my more interesting friends. Not that I have boring friends, but it's true though. You guys, Carly has a fantastic singing voice, and I'm a bitch, and I don't say that about people, but it's true. I love the sound of your voice. I really do. And I don't say that to people because I'm like I'm a little bitch. But Carly, so she's an amazing singer, and she's also a Subway singer. So she'll be hopefully we'll touch on that and find out what that's all about.
100%.
Yeah, because it's like I've always wanted to do that, but I've always been like I'll get in a fight with somebody on the subway and shout at them, but like no, I won't use my like gift and sing.
Well, I don't sing on the trains. I sing.
No, I know.
Yeah,
no, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poor people would need like massive earplugs. Like, I would just invade everyone's space if I sang. It's different when there's a girl with like a ukulele on the subway, and it's like chill. But me, it's like, oh God, Wagnerian help, you know?
Right. That's also a reason I would never I couldn't do it because I'm like Ethel Merman Jr. So like I couldn't do that. Oh, amazing. So what have you been doing in the pandemic? I know you like landed a record deal through Subway singing, right?
No. Okay, so this is crazy. This is crazy. All right. So I moved here thinking I was gonna do like nightclub work. And then Jay Binder and some other people brought me into musical theater. I hadn't done a musical in like 10 years. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll try this again. So I put that like sort of in my like Venn diagram of stuff to like work on and pursue, because I'm not gonna, expand what you can do, right? And while that was happening, this drag queen out in California, who I've known forever, named Pollo Del Mar, so she's chicken of the sea. She kept like every 5 seconds, like in life, this would go off and be like, "Bitch, are you singing house music yet? Bitch, are you singing house music yet?" And I was like, "No, I'm over here trying to be Judy Kay. Leave me alone." And he was just like, "Well, okay, but you need to be singing house music." And I was like, yeah. Now, little like queer me grew up next to a Tower Records where I bought all like the Junior Vasquez type like Whitney remixes and and Thunderpuss stuff. And so like I lived for that stuff, and I loved it because it kind of warmed my little gay heart, and it was what played in the clubs when I lived in the Castro for 9 years. And so I was just like, obsessed with it, but I was like, oh, I have to have a hit first so that they can remix it. That was my thought, because it's, and so Pollo wrote this song called "If I Had a Pussy, I'd Rule the World." Yeah. And it's a drag queen's perspective on, if I were a real woman, this is what I would do. Right. And so I was here in New York, like taking growing studio classes and auditioning and doing some like cabaret work. And he sends me this song, and he's like, "I need you to do a hook. Do you know what that is?" And I'm like, "I know what a hook is, but I've never written one." And so I went into the studio because I was busy recording a solo cover album to sell in the lobby of my shows, because I had a month-long engagement in Puerto Vallarta. So I was like, I need to have merchandise.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna, I'm recording in the studio already. I was doing like Carole King, and oh wait, my album's right here. Oh my God. I was doing, I did some Annie Lennox, some Laura Nyro. This is like an old album now. It's Simon and Garfunkel. So I put a dance version of Bridge Over Troubled Water together. Oh. And it's super gay. It's super ridiculous. And so
they loved it, right?
Pollo was like, now that I've heard that, like, I really want you to try singing on my song. And I was like, okay. So I was working with that engineer anyway. So his name was Tony. And I was like, can we do this song? And he was like, sure. So I had to bring in this song. We were doing all this easy listening. And then it was like, if I had a pussy, if I had a pussy, if I had a pussy, I'd rule the world. Take that to the bank, boys and girls. If I had a pussy, I'd rule the world. And so I had to figure out where to sing on that. So I was like, yes, I would. Yes, I would. The woman's got the power. Like, I just was like, I'm going to make it up. And
that was great though. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we did it, and I sent it off to Pollo, and Pollo was like, oh my God, I love it. And so we had our first collaboration, and it sat there for 4 years, just chilling like things do. And then all of a sudden, like, now here's where I'm a bitch, okay? I'm super happy for people, but I'm not super happy for people when I'm involved in something and they're the only ones that get something.
Yeah. That's not being a bitch. That's like normal.
So it's like, normally you want to be like, oh my God, I'm so happy I could help you with this. It's like, no, bitch, I want a piece of that pie.
Yeah, and like give me a fucking something.
So he put all over Facebook that he had signed with Sobel Nation Records. And I had been hearing about Sobel for like 5 years, saying like, New York based, but represents artists worldwide. And they're like the main dance label right now. Okay. And I mean, in the country, not the world. There's like Ibiza has a seat beyond.
I wouldn't know. I'm like still listening to Britney Spears. I do listen to Dua Lipa, but like I'm such a pop girl. Like I have no idea. You know?
Yeah, and EDM is so interesting because you can literally make almost any song into EDM if you have the right remixer.
Yeah, I know these two. They're twin DJs in LA. They're called the EC Twins, and they're done very well. I think that's what they do. They have, I don't know if Little White Doves was one of their songs.
Yeah. Like you can really make anything into a house show. Hold on.
Oh,
hello. This is Daisy. So, hi. So basically, I was like, whatever. And so I saw Pollo like post this whole like, I can't believe that I've been picked up by this label. I'm so excited. And it was for that song. And I was like, right? And I was like, I'm really happy for you. And I really, really was. But at the same time, I was like, but I'm on that song too. And so, of course, I wasn't going to be like a bitch. But I was just like, you know, it was one of those like hard pills to swallow for like 8 hours where I was like,
yeah. Well, it's your voice.
Not your time. It was like it's not your time. It's not your time. You know, this was her idea. This was her whole thing. You know, and so you have to be, you know, humble about this because now you know you were really close, and now you have to make a song that will make you stand out. Right. And then the next morning, I had the offer in my mailbox, and I was like, I've never even met these people. What's going on? And she was like, I told them that if I signed, they had to sign you too. And I was like, that is the most incredible thing anyone's ever done for me. And just to, I'll never forget it. I will always be grateful. Like it was one of the most amazing things.
Yeah. And that's so like a real friend. Like that's a real
friend. And and it goes to show that like, just sit with your emotions for a while and work it out and stuff will come to you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it were me, I would have blown my top and ruined the relationship because I'm like I'm a little fiery.
No, I was sort of holding out, like sort of suspecting that could possibly happen. But I also was like, no, you need to know your place. You were a guest on this. This was not your baby.
Yeah.
And then it worked out. And I still would have had that attitude if it hadn't worked out because it's true. Like it was his idea. Yeah. So, and then it just gave me incentive to make more tracks. So then when I got on the record label, you know, I released some songs and I'm still releasing songs. And I got in touch with this DJ he is one of us. Like he's in Minnesota, but he is the biggest Broadway show tune fanatic.
Oh, so wow.
He got into like my sound. And so we work together all the time now, and that relationship, his name's Joel Dickinson, and he is one of Junior Vasquez's like proteges.
Oh, cool.
And so like it was really cool to have that like, oh my God, the one I listened to the most growing up, you know, influenced the guy I work with now.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. You could end up being like the next Deborah Cox.
I would love
a white Deborah Cox. Yeah.
I would love something like that. I saw one of the funniest jokes. It was like a meme of Deborah Cox filing for unemployment because Pride's canceled. It was so funny.
Oh my God. No, I know. I'm like, I can't now because I'm picturing it. And I'm like, oh my God. I met her. Oh my God. I just remembered. Wait, maybe you were there. I think, were you there? She came to see, can't remember if she came to see Pippin or if no, she didn't come to see anything. She met up with, it was Into the Woods. She came after because she's friends with one of the guys that everyone in my cast was friends with, and he was there, and she walked in and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I am so sorry to like fan out on you, but you are amazing. Like, I love you so much. And she was so nice.
In this day and age, there really isn't such a thing anymore as a disco diva, you know?
Yeah.
It's because you can put a beat under anything.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Like Eric and they have a little like goodbye song for the show. So, like if they put a beat under it, they could probably sell it. Like,
right.
And it's literally, literally them just being like, we gotta go. We're gonna smoke. Like, you know, it's nothing like. It'll be entertaining though. So did this all this happen while you were doing the Subway performing, or did this happen because I know you do This all happened completely separate from the Subway performing. People are interesting, you know, they think that like the Subway singing is like my main thing. Oh, I know it's not. Yeah. Like,
yeah. And I look at people, this makes me like really good money. So that's why I do it.
Yeah. And you're not just like standing there with like no offense to people that just stand there with like a karaoke machine. Like you have your step and repeat or whatever, like you're with your face on it you're all of it. It's like pretty professional. Like
I've booked major jobs from the Subway work. And then I've also booked really shitty things from the Subway work too. And
that's New York. That's the entertainment industry.
And I have gotten really amazing fans, and I have gotten people I never want to see again.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know, and it's everything in between. The thing about Subway work is you actually, unless you're a cunt, can I say that word? Sorry.
Yeah, you can. No, you can say whatever.
Unless you're a cunt, you earn the respect of the MTA workers and of a lot of the NYPD. And so like singing on 9/11 is a really I take some responsibility in it, like to pick the right material on that day.
Yeah.
Because you never know who's walking around, you know, you never know who is like having a really bad day, right?
Yep.
And also I tell people like it's the safest day of the year to sing in the Subway because the security is insane. Yeah. And you know, you see people walking around in their uniforms and there's something, you know, really, you know, cops don't have a good reputation at the moment, but you can't deny like there were good cops and good firefighters that sacrificed their lives and there are other good cops and good firefighters that you know, miss their colleagues every year and people who were so that is a day that I always made sure I was booked with a job because I wanted to sing Ave Maria. I wanted to sing, you know, New York, and things like that. and just to kind of keep the energy kind of up here, but also holding space for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are two of the most perfect songs. You add I Am What I Am to that, and you got yourself a full New York experience.
The only musical theater song I ever did in the subways was Human Heart.
Oh God, I love that song. I sang that at somebody's wedding. They're divorced now, but I still sang it. And it was he was an older man. I was like, you know.
Yeah. I'm saying now I have everything at a wedding and they're divorced now. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I know. It happens. The song is still beautiful. And it really is. Right. But if you want, I sing Linda Eater's version of I Am What I Am, so it's less, it's not like the version from La Cage. It's a little
You don't take off your wig at the end.
No. I take off my wig. No. It's more of like a supportive statement, I think, or I don't know, whatever. If you're interested. Do you know I'm like a little go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm thinking about Eric's asking you, like, you know, if you like chocolate. And I'm like, it's a shame we should sing Black Boys from Hair for him. Like
Right. I don't know that score. I only know
Oh my God, Carly. Oh my God. You should be singing like every song from there.
Yeah, I only know the obvious, like Let the Sun Shine In. That's it.
You need to learn Easy to Be Hard because it is.
No, I don't like those songs.
You don't like it?
No, Jennifer Hudson did a version of it, I believe. No, she's great. I'm just saying, like, I'm not a huge fan. That's the thing. Like, there's some songs like there's like 5 musicals where I love like 1 or 2 songs from it, and the rest I'm kind of But yeah.
I have whole musicals where people are like, "Oh, you don't like that?" And I'm like, "Not my jam. Sorry." Like, Dear Evan Hansen is one of them. I'm like, I won't talk about it because I have nothing good to say. I'm Come From Away. I'm like, no.
I like the concept of Come From Away. I haven't seen either, so I can't talk about either one. That's the thing. Like, I'm a horrible musical theater person where I literally know the roles I'm right for.
It's just being an actor.
It's really that, and because I'm not 100% in that game.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, if there's the Sound of Music auditioning anywhere, I know where I'm going to go.
Yeah, right.
You know, but like something like Dear Evan Hansen, like I'm not right for it, and it's not, and sometimes like I just, you know, I saw Hamilton and it was a crazy, horrible experience.
Really?
The sound was so bad that I didn't understand one word, and I had never listened to it before.
Yeah.
And then it was, for some reason, 5 trillion degrees. So it was like 2 hours of and me being like, and I was like, what am I missing? Holy Jesus, when will I get out of here? And then at intermission, it was a stampede of crazy people. I started to cry because I was like, I can't even go to the bathroom because people are so crazy. Because people were like buying the merchandise off the shelves. Like it was the fanatic energy really makes me like crumble in a ball.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, I hate it as well. Yeah. It drives me, like, I do the same thing. Except I'm a really sensitive person, but my sensitivity comes out in like snippety snap bitchiness. Like, I'm not, like, if I cry, then that means I've exhausted any nasty thing that can come out of my mouth, and now I'm just crying.
Right. My thing is, especially in the subway, they have the power of the video camera. And if I have a meltdown there and someone films that shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have a meltdown if I was performing, but like.
Right.
Yeah.
But like,
I had a meltdown during Into the Woods, but it was our Rapunzel showed up and was like, I had a quarter. What do they do if you can't, like, if you're having
cortisone?
Yeah. And she couldn't sing. I was like, yeah, we I know. We had this stepmother sing it because she had done the show so many times. Well, who doesn't know Into the Woods, but she had done it so many times that she just like would be off stage and she'd be like, and I'd be like, meanwhile, I'm on stage, like literally beating the shit out of the girl that was playing Rapunzel because I was like so angry with her. I was like,
well, the thing about I'd always joke around that I don't know if I like Hamilton or not.
Right.
Because it was literally just like that beat for 2 hours, and I was like,
oh my
what is
God.
happening? So when
and
it
it's
comes
a
out,
mid-90s. It's like a mid-90s beat, so it's like it's the same as in the Heights where he's like so
right. And so I understood every word of In the Heights and loved it. And so when on July 4th, when that Hamilton drops on Disney, like I'm gonna have subtitles on, turn that shit up in my home, and I'm going to watch it for like what I call the first time.
Yeah,
because it was, I felt, and the good news is it was the same cast I saw. So
that's right, it's the original cast.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool, we're gonna give it a shot now. I was like, I'm pissed.
I would be. I would have cried. I wouldn't have cried, but I would have been a bitch for the rest of the night. Like, absolutely. Like, and that's not a cheap ticket, especially at the height of it's not even a cheap ticket now. Well, now, but before it wasn't a cheap ticket.
Yeah. Luckily it was, I did not pay for it. So.
Oh, well, that's great too.
Yeah. So, but it was really hard because it was like being on the outside looking in, like everyone talking about how wonderful it was. And I was like, I totally missed everything.
You're like, I don't know.
And I was in the room where it happened and I missed it.
you're like Mariah Carey sitting there going, I don't know him.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
I didn't know. No. I didn't know George Washington was in the show till the second act. Like, I couldn't hear anybody. I couldn't hear anyone. I was like, I know he's around, but I don't, because he dies in the second act. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, that was Washington, huh? Like, I was so fucked with Hamilton. And then I was doing Stella Adler's conservatory at the time, and Mandy Gonzalez was there, and another person came in. Oh God, I forget her name. The choreographer of Hamilton. She's fierce, Stephanie something.
Oh yeah, no, I can't think of her either. I'm not good with choreographers.
She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's really powerful. And so she taught us like this routine from Hamilton, and like everybody knew everything because like all the kids were like 6 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And so everyone was like, I'm not throwing away and I'm like, what the fuck?
What are you people doing? What is happening in here?
The staff was funny though, because they were like, we know you're more of a carousel type girl. And I was like,
Aunt Nettie, thank you very much.
You're more Aunt Eller with the butter churn type lady. Yeah. So it's good. And I was like, that's totally fair. Like all these 19, 22-year-olds were like, they had the like hip hop moves down. And I was like,
you like, yeah.
I don't even know. I don't remember. But, and they all got together at the end to do it, like after the presentation. It wasn't part of the presentation. And like me and everyone over 30 like went over there and they were like,
oh my God. I had like, oh, that's funny. I took a dance class with my, I went to the Boston Conservatory and they have an alumni dance class like every year. So my friend Alyssa and I went to take the class, and we're like, 15 years older than everyone in the room.
Yep.
And we're all trying to be like, and like, but fast because they're like, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I was like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm gonna do the splits. And I was like, bitch, you old. Like you are.
I was like, does anybody know the Lonely Goat Herd? Like that was me.
I know. I'm like, can I just play Petra and night music, please? Like, can I?
Ooh, that's a really good role for you. Holy mother.
Yeah. They are like, everyone keeps asking me to like, we're gonna do Sweeney, but then eventually I will do night music just because everyone's like, oh, let's do night music.
Patrick has been gunning for night music with you guys for a very long time.
I know. He's like, he wants to play Carl Magnus, I think it is.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm the producer and I only get one song. Like, I don't know, guys.
I saw that show once a long time ago, but I know I'm right for something. I don't even remember.
Oh my God, you could be the Countess. Every Day a Little Death. You could be.
Yes. It's been a minute.
Probably the Countess. Yeah.
I don't love all Sondheim.
Me neither.
Yeah, but like some of it, I would die for, you know. And Little Night Music is a little tough for me to sit through. Just.
I saw it with Bernadette Peters when she took over for Catherine Zeta-Jones and Elaine Stritch, who was on her way out and like couldn't remember the lyrics. So that was entertaining, but it was. She like, my friend Erin that I went to college with was the Countess in that production. And she said, we spoke to her after the show and she's like, yeah, she added like 10 minutes to the show because she couldn't remember her like lines.
Oh,
sad.
There's a whole room at Stella Adler devoted to her because she trained there. It's a wonderful room.
I bet. And she's amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful though. Like you really do see her whole career on four walls.
She's amazing. But speaking of amazing, do you want to sing a little something for us so we can all hear your amazing voice?
Sure. So because we're, focusing on amplifying Black voices right now, I wanted to give my homage to literally maybe my favorite Black vocalist. No, you know what? This is tough. Okay, she's in my top 5. Gladys Knight, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was a instrumental part in me finding my sound because she was a lower, bigger voice. And so I really do not look up to her, but her influence on me was, real from the time I was really young. Mm-hmm. I, for some reason, always knew that I wasn't going to be a high singer, no matter how hard I tried. I'm a contralto, and I just keep getting lower. Okay. And just keep getting lower, literally. And my husband, we've watched videos of me over the last few years, and it was like so so I'm ready to do some Gladys Knight for you.
Awesome.
I do my own interpretation, but she was the big influence for my finding my soul in my singing for the subway. That's a lot of alliteration because
I love that. I love alliteration.
It makes me money. So yeah. All right. Amazing. Here we go.
Do it.
Here we go. And this is unplugged.
Even better.
Here we go. Ooh, 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 oh, yeah. Ooh, LA. Prove too much for the man. So he's leaving the light. He's come to know. Said he's going back to find what's left of his world. The the world he left behind not so very long ago. Oh, he's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Said he's going back to find a simpler place and time. And I'll be with him on that midnight train to Georgia. I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. Yeah, yeah. He kept dreaming that one day he'd be a star, hey. But he sure found out the hard way that dreams don't always come true. So he pawned on his hopes, and he even sold his own car. Bought a one-way ticket back to the life that he once knew. Oh, yes, he did. He said he would. Oh, he's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Yeah, yeah. Said he's going back to find a simpler place in time. And I'll be with him on that midnight train to Georgia. Ooh, rather live in his world than live without him in mine. He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Said he's going back to find a simpler place in time. Oh, yes, he is. And I'll be with him on that midnight train to Georgia. Ooh, I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. Hey, hey, yeah. All aboard, gotta go. All aboard on the midnight train to ride. One man, one world, one man, his girl. I've got to go, I've got to go. All aboard on the midnight train to ride for love. Got aboard, all aboard on the midnight train to ride. I've got to go, I've got to go. All aboard on the midnight train to ride. All aboard, gotta go. All aboard on the midnight train to ride. I've got to go, I've got to go. All aboard on the midnight train to ride. My world, his world, my man, his girl. I've got to go, I've got to go. All aboard on the midnight train to ride.
Yay! That's so good. So
Thank you
good.
so much.
Oh, I
love
loved
singing
it
that
so
song.
much. It's so
I
you
love
could see it in you. Like you, it was great. I'm gonna have a great rest of my day now.
I love that song. My neighbors are probably like, this song again? God damn it.
You wouldn't want to be my neighbor because I'm like the opposite spectrum of you, and I'm like Nell Carter is my inspiration. Like from the time I saw her on like Give Me a Break to like Ain't Misbehaving. She's in the movie Hair, but I've got that like like that nasally like that she had. So you can imagine.
I really wanted to see her as Miss Hannigan. I would have died.
Oh, I know. She must have been. I think there's video of it though, isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just bless you. Bless you.
Third.
One more.
There we go. They always come in threes.
And Daisy's just like, stop sneezing, Dad.
She's like, that's annoying.
She has comments about everything with noise. It's crazy.
Oh, really? Oh, my God.
It's weird that she lets me sing.
That's funny. I have 3 cats, and one of them, like, when I start singing, like, they'll all be on the bed, and then one's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. And then, and then it's just like a little trail of cats that leave. I'm like, thank
Stop
you.
being allergic to me. I brought my dog to my voice teacher once, and he wanted to see the singing Shih Tzu. And I brought him, and I was working on Hold On from the Secret Garden.
Oh, yeah.
And I have, my break is like lower. My husband's like, that's Wilson Phillips. It's like, no, that's Hold On for One More Day. God, what a someday somebody's gonna turn around and tell you not to say goodbye. Finish what you have begun. Anyway, so I was working on it, and I couldn't get it's the state of you that's bound to go away. I couldn't get the placement of way, and I was holding it out painfully, and my dog went wah, and my voice teacher went, exactly. And so I mimicked his bound to go away. I can't do it anymore, but yeah, it worked. It worked back then when I was more of a soprano.
You could make money off that dog. You're an entrepreneur. You could be like, let my dog teach you about placement.
God, it was crazy. So.
I have no placement. I'm of the Patti LuPone variety where I just muscle through it. I'm like, I just do it.
Well,
luckily,
we can't play Evita. Well, you could, but
I could.
But the way I warm up my belt, which is in the basement. Like, I have not warmed up today, and I was able to do that. Like,
that's good.
So perfect for that exercise.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know what the fuck Andrew Lloyd Webber was thinking when he wrote why everything's on up there, but yeah, it works, especially for a warm up.
It's a good vocal warm up, at least for me. I don't know if it is for anybody else.
No, I like to warm up with Meadowlark. It's very long, so it gives you enough time before you get to the like before my past once again. Want to be my neighbor and hear me constantly be like, until my past once again.
Yeah. Did you ever get into Jane Eyre at all?
No, the musical or like I'm like, I mean, Jane Eyre the book, but
the
no.
Gordon musical.
No.
There's like 4 excellent songs on there in my opinion, and one of them though is like Meadowlark to me. It's oh my god, what's it called? Over mountains, over oceans, heaven take me away, liberty. Okay, there it is. I was like, it's like, so it's all very Meadowlarky at the beginning, like storytelling, and then at the end is like, my spirits rise and carry me beyond my past, where I will find sweet liberty, my liberty.
Oh my god.
It's insane.
I hate when they give you a bottom note and then it's like,
yeah.
Oh god.
I died. I was just like, this.
I would too. No, now I have to like find it, download it, and listen to it.
You need to, because you're not going to want to stop singing it. I promise.
No, I need a replacement for Metal Art because I'm tired of it. So.
It's super addictive. I compare it to Metal Art all the time. Like, I'm not saying it's better than Metal Art, but I'm saying it's a little comparable in structure.
Yeah.
Like, fight me on it.
So, well, I haven't listened to it, so.
Yeah, it's a crazy score. And then there's this other one that another female supporting lead sings in it, which is very operatic. It's called The Finer Things.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
Really?
It's amazing. Yeah.
I know I have to. I'm typing it in.
Underrated. I feel like it's highly underrated. So there's Liberty. I think it's called Liberty. God, I don't remember. And then The Finer Things, and then the duet between Jane and Rochester is like insane, and it uses passages from the book in the lyrics.
Oh, that's gonna kill me. Yeah, that's gonna kill me. I love it.
You know,
I need more money.
Secret Garden did it the best.
Yeah, that was a beautiful show. It's a beautiful show. It is. I need more money, Carly, so we can do all these shows.
Oh my God, I will come back from Tennessee. Do not even think that just because I'm moving to Tennessee doesn't mean I don't want to come back. Just to sing the roles. That's why when you're like, I'm looking for a Beatle, I was like, oh, are you now? Okay.
I'm like, who's gonna be Beatle? No one wants to be Beatle. The boys are there. Their egos about being Beatle are like, I'm like, what? Like, what's wrong? Like, you think women have issues about like their perceived type, but men are like, wow. And like, because they're men, like a girl will be like a woman will be like, oh, I really like, I don't really like, oh, yeah, I am right for that part, but like, I feel like I am like this type. But they'll still do the role because they know, like they can see themselves. Where men are like, no, I'm Carl Magnus. I'm just using that as an example. I'm Carl Magnus. You're not actually. You're more of you're more of a Friedrich, or you're more of like, and they just don't want to hear it, and they're like, nope. Like, so that's the problem with.
There's two sides.
And the Beatle.
Yeah, well, there's two sides. It's like, when I was cast as Magenta like 2 years ago, that was a risk. Like Magenta should be able to be any size, any color, you know?
Yeah. Any of those roles.
Right, exactly. I just there's both sides. Like casting needs to get more imaginative with doling out roles, but then people also need to know who they are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. I got shit for being a leading player in Pippin. And I was like, I know I'm not Ben Vereen, and I know I'm not
Patina Miller.
Patina Miller. I'm not Black. I'm a Latina. But the name of the character is the leading player, which would indicate that it can be played by anyone. Just like, I'm like, it's not, this is not one of those roles. This is not, you know what? You can't even, usually my go-to is to say, oh, it's not Lori from Oklahoma. But even like, as we've seen, like anyone can play Lori as long as you're petite and you're nice.
Yeah.
Or you can portray yourself as being nice. Like,
right.
It's like, I'm like,
it's just really important right now, I guess, to listen to people, when they talk about how they're, how people are feeling like they're used to be like tokenized or like as like the, they fill a purpose, and that needs to stop.
When we did Pippin and I was the leading player, I'm like, there were definitely, like, at first I was like, I'm like, why are you giving me shit? I'm not a white person who's like taking over a role from like a Black person. I'm playing a role that is whatever you want it to be. But then
I see leading players of all like ethnicities and genders. So
yeah. But then as I dove into the role more, I was like, oh, I can see how like when Ben Vereen did it, he was doing a little bit of like minstrel show, because there's a lot of this and there's a lot of, and if you're him and you did it, you would be like rolling your eyes and showing how white your teeth are. I'm like, I see where the racism is placed in that script, but it's like it's just very difficult. Like I was like, oh, like I get it now, but it shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't have to be this way. Like it should be freer.
What part is Fosse choreography and what part is racist?
Right, you know? Exactly. Right. Like, should you have, like, I mean, in the 70s, like when the show came out, like, should you have a black man with a straw hat, like, and a cane being like, you know, like, that's insensitive, you know? But he was fucking damn good at it. So
if people past that. Yeah, they're going to have to rewrite and restage and re-choreograph and come from a perspective of inclusion now.
Yes. Absolutely.
Which I've been screaming for since the beginning of time.
Oh, same. Like, it's just, your type is not your body or your skin color, or it's your personality. It's what you exude. So, like, it's not really tangible. So, like, why are we, like, boxing everyone in to these little boxes, you know? Anyway.
So, like, yeah, so I feel like it's, you know, really important to listen to what everyone's sharing, because I'm learning. I thought I knew stuff. I thought I knew, like, everything. I thought I knew because of my discrimination in theater. I thought I was like, oh yeah, totally. But I'm like, oh no, sit down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I have moments all the time where I'm like, oh, actually, that's something that you've absorbed, and like now you need to like think about how you think about things, because you have to make your own choices and evolve. You know.
If this pandemic could just like take a hike, I really look forward to the changes in casting.
Yeah. I hope that I hope that it's like a real thing that's really going to happen, because
I feel like, who's the guy? I'm totally blanking. Key and Peele. He wrote Get Out, and he wrote.
Oh yeah. Is he's the cute chubby one. What's his?
Yeah.
Jordan
Peele. Yeah.
Jordan Peele. Yeah.
I'm blanking on names all of a sudden. I swear I'm like turning 60 tomorrow. Him and Tyler Perry and Oprah, maybe with like some of Oprah's shows, like, you know, Greenleaf and things like that, which I'm obsessed with, by the way. Have you seen Greenleaf?
No.
Holy mother. Oh my God. It's so interesting. And it's just, you know, I've never been in a mega church in my life, and it's a whole show about the Black mega church. And,
oh really? Oh no, I definitely not.
And the music is sensational. Yeah, and just Keith David is the head pastor, and like it's a really good show. But what I'm saying is, like, people like that are going to, they're already changing opportunities in casting, but it's going to keep getting better.
I hope so.
Broadway needs to catch up. What?
I know, right? I know. I know. Not like, just because you cast Idina Menzel as Elphaba doesn't mean that every single Elphaba afterwards has to be her height, her build, her facial structure, but not her.
I agree.
She's the Wicked Witch of the West. She can be anything. Glinda can be anything. Like, come on, like that. And that's just one example. Like there's very few roles. Like Tracy Turnblad has to be a chubby girl. That's about it. You know what I mean? Like, because the show doesn't work otherwise if she's not chubby. Right. But she can also be she can be anyone. Like, especially being from Baltimore. Like, anyway.
Do they know that they're
what?
Do they know that they're not on mute?
Yeah, they know, because it's about time for us to wrap it up.
Oh, right on. Cool.
So, are you guys there? What do you My
Yeah, we're here. Sorry.
okay. So no, that's all right. I'm just wrapping it up with Carly and saying goodbye and everything. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
we're totally here. Hi.
Hi. Okay.
Guys, thank you for hanging out. And Carly, you have such a beautiful singing voice. There were definitely folks in the comments that were loving it. So we appreciate
I was
it.
trying to match
thank
it.
you so much.
Cause you know I got,
Thank you so much.
you know I'm a singer too, so you know
Amazing.
I was
Love to hear
learning.
you.
I was, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, I
All
picked up a
right.
few things. You know, I am not that great, but I have put out a few records. I got a couple hits out, and you know,
He's got heart.
yeah,
It's about loving to sing.
exactly.
That's what
it's about building confidence in things that you are slightly talented in.
But there's always room for improvement, and if you want to do it, then you should.
Exactly. Maybe I'll cast Eric as the beetle and in the Sweeney Todd.
I will kill you.
I'm a great actor. I may not could sing, but I am definitely a great actor. You can ask all my last relationships.
Yeah.
that was terrible joke.
I see your true colors.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, and thank you. And thank you both for coming in and spending some time with us on the show. We really appreciate it, guys.
My pleasure.
Carly, come back anytime, and Vanessa.
Carly's like, I'm never coming on this show.
Carly's like,
No. I want to come back. This is so much fun.
These corny jokes.
And Vanessa, we're looking forward to next Thursday, so we'll see you then.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Stay thirsty.
Bye, guys.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
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 Wow.
That was interesting. Sorry, y'all. Look at it. I just got jokes. Look, don't be taking. Look, this is my own air personality. Anybody who know me knows I'm quiet and I just listen. I use my ears when I'm out in public. But this is who I am on camera. This is my alter ego, as they call it. You know, don't mean just because of the things that I say that I try to compare to myself. Don't mean that they're true. These are just things that I say because I know this is what you guys want to hear. You guys want to hear me be disruptive. And what's the name of the show? Disrupt America. So we got to have a disruptive personality. Well, one of us do at least. Mike doesn't have to have it, but I definitely can have it because what y'all gonna do to me? What, you gonna beat me up? Good luck. Yeah, that's interesting. It look like we staring hard at y'all, and Mike is biting his lip. No, we're not doing that to you. We're actually looking at the computer that's underneath the camera, so it almost looks like that we're making these faces towards you guys, but no, we're just watching the computer that's slightly above or below the camera. So
I probably should lower it.
if I look at, if I'm looking at the, computer screen, I'm looking at y'all.
You know why it got messed up is because as soon as I touched the tripod, you remember I like Incredible Hulk the tripod one morning? I was like, let me open this.
Hey, let me
And
tell you,
treated
it's
it
been
like-
almost 80 shows, and there's been a lot of weird stuff happening in the mornings. There's been a lot of weird stuff happening before and after the show. Eric is high as fuck. Who and how do you know that? Like, who are you, first of all? And how many times have you been around me to know I'm high? Because I'm not high. I am high.
In a few minutes, we're going to, what's up, Jen? In a couple minutes,
Oh, hey,
Pearson
Jen.
Kennedy-Crosby is
How
coming
you
on.
doing?
I keep trying to ask Jen to come down and just hang out for the show, but I don't think she's interested. Because she'll reply to me about stuff, but then when I ask that, she just doesn't reply.
Ooh.
And then I just move on to something else, and we talk and stuff.
Well, I'm gonna just hit up Zach. I'm like, yo, Zach, come through. Cause we got the spot now, Zach. So now you can sneak away from Jen. Hey, look, I know.
Jen's
Look,
like,
just find a way to. I know she probably puts like 15 locks on the door, so you don't be getting out at night. So just look.
she sets up like little tripwires and
We'll
stuff.
plan something.
Tin cans.
We'll
rattling.
plan something. I'll bring, all my gadgets I got. I got some Batman gadgets.
Jen is sitting there like, Zach can go and do whatever he.
I got some
wants to do.
I got some Batman gadgets. I can help get you out. I can come figure out how to get through everything with and come rescue you, Bring my dog and we can come kick it at the crib. All dudes here, all sausage party.
Too many dicks on the dance floor.
Yeah, it's this big old sausage party here, but a lot of weed gets smoked, so.
Ooh, can I tell you something? Now that we've come back, look, when you sit up, our heads are like a little more evenly spaced. That was somehow driving me nuts before. And I get it. We shouldn't be worrying about that. But like, I don't know what it was like before, but.
He can go.
Yeah, Jen's like, Calgon, take Zach away.
Oh yeah,
You
we
don't know
finna
that
come.
reference, Calgon.
Nope,
It's a
but we
soap.
finna come get my dog and we finna come have a good time. Finna get the strippers.
Jen's like, oh, all right, then I'm coming. She's
No, this is a all men's. This is the boys night. This is what we do. It's a secret. There ain't no girls involved. No girls.
So Jen's asking about the statue. So Jen, this statue was, I guess it's my statue.
If you look at it long enough, it moves.
It was in the Lizzie Borden house, and
So
we
if you
had
look at it
a
long
few
enough, it
episodes where people, including Eric, were thinking that
It moved.
it's haunted in here now because of Lizzie Borden stuff being in here, and somebody the other day could have sworn that like Cushroom's head turned. I think it was DQ. He was on.
Wait, hold up. Rescue me. I'll be a boy. I make a great wingman. Look, we don't have men's night to go hit on women. We just pay the women to come hang out with us.
When does that happen?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Actually, when does that happen? That never happens, of course not. What are you talking about? I'm just saying. Y'all know I'm just doing an on TV personality. None of this stuff happens. I just create these things in my head, That's why I got a big head, because I create movies.
Jen, it was literally because we went from the sort of like amazing seaside background to not that, and I was just like, I was sort of struggling with what to have in the back, and I have other ideas, but apparently I'm no good at actually getting any of them done when we're not doing a show almost every day, I guess. What's up, Justin?
Pay women. Well, some of us do.
But we are, so Vanessa was actually the first person to come on live with us out of all the shows, and it was like, I forget how many.
You guys are awesome. Well, thank you, Carly.
What's up, Jody? Delusions of
Oh,
Grandeur.
Carly was the one I was just on.
Yeah. Beautiful singing voice.
Uh-huh.
So, by the way,
You got to watch the end of the show, Carly, so you can hear my
And-
to-go song.
Carly, let me tell you how this works these days is that we're lucky enough to have Heather Marie Brown. Yeah, Jen, definitely come through. We're lucky enough to have Heather Marie Brown that helps us with the show, and so she sort of collects all the data of the guests every day, because we go pretty much every day now these days. We have 2 guests on a day, or at least 2 segments. So there's a lot going on, and Heather Marie is amazing. She's been helping out with that. So I look at a spreadsheet, and on the spreadsheet this morning it says Carly. It says your full name, Oliva. Oliva.
Olivia.
No, it's not IA. It's not Olivia.
Oh.
But it's not Oliva. It's Oliva. Oliva. It's see, I can't. I gotta come up. No. How about?
Yeah, I'd be pissed off if somebody was sitting here.
No, like the Ricola. Oliva.
So you're saying like, what? She's like a goddess from like.
Like yeah, in the Swiss Alps,
like
blowing that horn to
like 16 BC.
No, that could have also just been like, yo, it's time to come in. It's like the lights are going down. Dumb kids out playing with goats on the mountainside. Like, get your asses home. Oliva.
The goddess Oliva has walked in.
That should be her next Halloween costume. Is like a Norse goddess. She's got the pipes to.
You gotta have the Egyptian goddess. Oliva sound like an Egyptian goddess.
We'll let her decide which culture she wants to appropriate for Halloween. We're happy everyone is still here with us. We're doing an extra long show today on purpose because Pearson. You know what? Pearson's time is like noon, which is weird because we usually try to stop at around noon. But Pearson. Was today leg day?
Nah, but yesterday was leg day, which is why my legs hurt. Or 2 days ago was leg day.
Rebecca, I take full responsibility for the Ricola, for the Oliva.
I see these pearly whites, huh? These things beautiful. I'm telling you. Look, I sit there and look at them. I just talk to them in the morning.
That's because we have great lights.
I'll be like, hey, how you doing? I just be talking to my teeth, but, you know, it may sound like I'm talking to myself. But, you know, self-confidence is the best confidence.
Today's ties are Versace, for those of you that are keeping track. Now that we got some...
Y'all see I got a little gold thing in the back, too? Y'all see that? Got a little gold thing in the back, yep. Got to keep the golds on you. Oh, man. Woo! What day is
I didn't finish this thing yet.
What day is this?
Today is Thursday. Because it's Thursday, remember?
Oh, yeah. Who doing Freaky Friday? We need a Freaky Friday contestant. Put your hands in the comments if you want to be on Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday.
Wait, what are we soliciting for?
We're going to have a Freaky Friday with Jen Knifer.
Oh. Is Jen coming here?
I don't know. That's what...
Oh, that we're just hoping.
That's what... Look at Vanessa. Vanessa got mad. Like,
about what?
Because I was talking to her about Freaky Friday, but I guess...
She's not down with it?
I don't know.
Vanessa, what's the problem?
Yeah, what's the problem? What's all come on mean? What, come on, what? Explain yourself. Oh, she probably saying all come on because I didn't know what day it was. No, I just have terrible memory and we just got done smoking, so anything that happened 2 hours prior to smoking is pretty much, it's like a deleted file. You ever delete a file and just, or you put it in the trash and then you go empty the trash. Mine don't really have the empty the trash part. It's just once it's in the trash, it's pretty much solidified. You can't go back and save it. You can't go back and be like, reboot. Nah. That's why I don't lie much, because I can't remember my lies. So I'm an honest person. And I can't hide my emotions, especially on my face.
No? You could have made a more dramatic stink eye.
I am totally down. Duh, I am Freaky Friday. Nah, you can't be Thirsty Thursday and Freaky Friday. Nobody does it on Thursday and Friday.
I'd give Jen a Freaky Friday segment if she wanted to. But we should do it.
Uh-oh.
Jen, look, from now on, anyone that wants their own segment has to come in person. There's no more remote.
Look at Jen. I'm throwing alley-oops at you. I'm throwing a straight alley-oop at you.
Send it home, Jen.
And I know you're not, I know you're not the tallest, but the court is at your level. You better make it.
Well, we got one of those like kid hoops inside.
Ooh, see, I didn't say that, Jen. I just said that the court was equal for all. As in, if you were short, then it's equal for you. If it was me, it's equal for me. That's what I was referring to. Mike just basically came out and said, "You're short." I'm not that mean.
Jen is a tiny yet powerful package.
Oh, so now he's trying to recover by adding the powerful part. So now he's saying that.
Oh no, I wouldn't ever deny that anyway.
Big things come in small packages.
She says that she makes every shot, even when she misses. No, Jody, that's only for new segments.
You make every
Existing
shot
ones are safe. Your grandfather didn't.
And what? Hold on. You make every shot, even if you miss.
She does. She's saying. Oh, you like that? Huh?
I need to write that down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I might have to use that later. No shots that I've ever. Wait, what? I don't miss.
I make every shot, even if I miss.
Even if I make every shot, even if I miss. Hey y'all, I make every shot, even if I miss.
Yeah.
You just gotta say it right. You gotta put some emotion when you talk.
Eric's like,
I'm finna use that.
Trademark.
I'm gonna try to holler at a girl and be like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's your name?" She like, "Boy, I don't want to talk to you." And I'm be like, "Look, I make every shot, even if I miss." She gonna be like, "What?"
I guess I could.
Guess it bounced in. I just gave y'all a little taste of how I be approaching women when I'm not. This is when I'm not. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Vanessa, you're trying to dilute my brand.
How are we trying to dilute?
Because she's saying if we do Freaky Friday, then no. But Vanessa, we also were talking about doing Sexy Sundays.
Exactly, Sexy Sundays with your chocolate. I ain't say who was gonna
chocolate.
be the host.
Deep chocolate, dark. Deep,
But what I heard the segment when we wrote it down, it just says "Sexy Sundays with hot chocolate," and I was like, "What? That's weird. Who else is chocolate on the show? Because I don't know any other bodies that's been on the show that's chocolate besides Chauncey. I don't know if Chauncey's gonna do that segment.
Oh, and don't forget Jordan.
Oh, and Jordan. No, Jordan's not Jordan's chocolate, but he's a little lighter than me, at least. And I'm borderline.
And we've had Brandon Kinney.
Brandon's light skinned too. He's a little lighter.
But he's chocolate.
Yeah, they're all chocolate. I never said they wasn't chocolate.
I was worried for a second because I was like, did we only have two?
Because I said, hot chocolate. So if hot chocolate, you think hot chocolate, you're going to think darker.
Moaning Monday.
Moaning Monday, Titty Tuesday.
Jay says he can do Fat Mondays for us.
Who? JT?
JT.
we can do Dad Bod Day. Is that a good one?
Dad Bod Day. It's every day. It's every day. So Jay's coming out every day.
Yeah, because every day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Y'all like how I just turned that into a song. I can do that anytime. That's what makes you a good actor. When you can just be on the road talking about something serious and then just switch it up see, I'm good at it. Just wait. Y'all gonna see me in some movies. Y'all gonna be surprised. Y'all gonna be like, "What is that chocolate that used to be on the TV?" Yep, that is him.
Look, so Pearson's coming on in just a couple minutes.
Wednesday, Rebecca, you need to stop.
Let's tag some of. At least you don't have to tag strangers. I'm not gonna ask you to tag strangers, but some of the vets you normally know that care about Pearson, bring them on in. By the way, where's Latoya with a capital T today?
Dang, she was in the comment. Dang, Sheila, I didn't know you wanted part of this segment, Sheila.
Wait, what did Sheila say? Oh, sexy Sheila Sunday.
Man, you see her? She like, yo, I'm ready. I mean, this is my time.
Sheila, this is your time to pitch.
Hey,
what do you think?
What you got?
Tell us.
We need to know. We need to know what
we're listening.
Where is this going?
You have our ears.
Where is this going? Like, what's gonna make sexy Sheila Sunday?
Tell us.
What's gonna make us show up on Sunday?
We're open.
Because we already had Sexy Sunday with hot chocolate, and I don't think that's undeniable.
But maybe Sexy Sheila Sunday, I'm willing to bet, includes hot chocolate.
Just said that's bipolar, not acting. What? I mean, I don't think I've been diagnosed bipolar, but I do probably have a few personalities that I have to talk to on a daily basis. But that's okay, you know, because we all have another side to us, you know. We know your side sometimes involves chains and stuff, but then, you know, you're normal any other time. So that's, you know, we all have a different side to us. My other side doesn't involve chains because that's a little bit, I haven't really discussed that stuff with a significant other yet. So yeah, but my other side involves walk on the parks, walk by the beaches. You know, I like that stuff. I like ice cream on a hot Sunday day. You know, I like lemonade, real lemonade.
Strawberry lemonade from Wendy's.
Strawberry lemonade from Wendy's. That's a good one. I like food, you know. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite me. Justin. Well, Justin, we appreciate your...
He's not talking to us, he's talking to the ladies in the chat.
No, I know he's not talking to us. I know that, but I'm just, you know, I'm praising him for coming out in the comments. That's good. Not bipolar, just multiple personality disorder. No biggie. It's not a biggie. I only like the crazies. Well, I don't think Zach's crazy, Jen. So Zach seemed pretty normal to me. I thought, you know. Rebecca, you can order. You can send one to my house. Why are you going to go get one? I degraded. What does that say? All right, Jen, you can't be using big words in the comments.
She's saying that she takes care of people with big egos in bed, Mr. Whips and Chains.
Oh, you talking about like a dominatrix? You're a dominatrix. You belittle powerful people. That's what a dominatrix is. I don't like that stuff. I don't like to be.
He swears he doesn't like any of that.
I don't like to be hit. I don't like to be told what to do sometimes, but not like that. Not like mad aggressive. Don't call me a name.
Yeah, you gotta try it twice, man.
Don't call me a name. You call me a name, and then I get like I start feeling sad. Words hurt, you know. It's funny seeing me dominate. It's funny seeing. Well, I personally, you know, there's a lot of people who like seeing that stuff. Me personally, Jen, I would not want to see that, and that's okay, right? That's okay that I don't want to see that. But I'm glad that you are willing and open to talk about it. That is very interesting. You know, we all have, like I said, we all have our alter egos. Mine's is a little sensitive. Mine's a little softer. I've already been a mean guy before, so I'm like, you know, I like to be the little spoon, you know.
Yeah, I always insist on being the little spoon.
Yeah, the little spoon is fun.
Yeah.
It's comfortable. Your back is like, man, what? Yo.
Yeah, like your back's warm.
Yo, that's the best part about it. When your back stay warm, because usually your back is the cold
and nobody's
part.
blocking the fucking television.
Come on. You can't really tuck the cover underneath your back. It's kind of hard. So when you got that body there, it's like, wow.
Sorry,
I've never experienced this. And now I be
seeing
why
talking
women,
about BDSM.
Yeah, why women be dozing off into slumberland when they lay on your chest. Or when they,
Oh, no.
Come on. Little spoon is the fun spoon. Except for when you're in jail.
There is always a I don't know. Yeah. There's always an exception to the rule, you know?
I mean, you said what?
So there's always an exception to the rule, being the little spoon in jail.
Yeah, I don't think you should be, little spoon in. I think.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the person, right?
Well, of course. Well, of course. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you shouldn't be like, you know, a person who's not interested in that, you know, in jail.
I actually went to a Japanese bondage performance one time, and I stayed after and talked to the guy who did it. Like, suspended this chick, a completely nude chick, on a stage while someone played the cello, and like really tied her the fuck up. It was. I walked in there with a friend who's actually a manager at a cannabis shop down in Anchorage, and they weren't joking. It wasn't like some like nice, like fabric ropes. It was like hardcore, like twined, thick rope that you. Yeah. I'll send you some pictures. I think I took some videos. I wasn't supposed to. Sorry,
it's called Shibari.
Yep. I didn't want to mess up the name. So I guess I would have had it right, maybe.
I probably would have called it Shinobi, which is the video game from when we were kids. But Jen in the comments I sourced it from her. She knew the right name.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, that sounds like it. Yeah, I think I said Shibori. Like I said something to myself, and it was something along those lines. I don't know. Whatever you said sounded okay.
Shibari, apparently.
Shibari. Yeah, it's interesting. If you ever get a chance to do it, let somebody tie you up. We'll spin you around on stage while the cello's playing.
You know what? Here's the thing, Piers. Like, I love the fact that there's so many personalities in the world, and that, you know, there's so many different ways for people to find their way of releasing themselves. And the way I used to release myself back in the day was I used to hit people. You know, that was my way of releasing.
Like while you're trying to get off?
Yeah, and so like nowadays I don't really like to hit people anymore, and I've become a little more softer around the edges. And so,
do you think it's because you realize how much damage you can do?
Yeah, and so now it's like, You know, as much as I used to like hating people, now I just try to stay away from being tied up and, you know, that good stuff. You know.
But yeah. No, I mean, there's always a healthy outlet to it. I did competition like sparring and stuff in high school, and I always enjoyed laying somebody out if they deserved it. Yeah. But I haven't gotten into a fight outside of work, which kind of costs like really. I guess that's why I don't fight, is because I realize that it's. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm not fighting like the high school kid, and I'm not in that mentality. If I'm gonna lay my hands on somebody and it's not to do everything in my power to restrain them, I'm gonna kill them, or they're gonna kill me, one or the other. I don't know. I guess the risk of like I would literally have to fear for my life for you to get me to defend myself. Like I've been pushed in bars and like literally just, I mean, like a few times. Like I've had buddies be like, "Hell, why the fuck didn't you lay that dude out?" And I was like, because he pushed me, and it seems like old boy's going through some shit because I didn't say anything fucking.
Well, it's just like when you know you can fight somebody, or you know you can beat somebody up, you're not gonna like fight them. Or if you know that you have like a way of hurting somebody that they clearly don't know, you just know that you don't need to you don't need to be attacked.
Oh yeah, I know, and it's if they're gonna get so worked up over something, I don't think there's anything that was like really worth the drama. One guy was actually a Marine. And he was just answering. I guess he was just really drunk. I'm pretty sure. I think I verified it afterwards, but like he was going through some shit. But like Marines will always like if somebody says they're a Marine, there's a couple questions that we're gonna ask. You know, like what unit were you with? What's like the 4th General General Command? What else? You know, who was Chesty Puller? Or who are the two Marines to get 2 Medal of Honors?
Wow.
Dan Daly and Smedley Butler.
So are you saying Marines? They said those are the only 2 to get Medal of Honor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so double recipients of the Medal of Honor. There were only 2 Marines. There are 18 in the U.S. history. But Smedley Butler and Dan Daly. Smedley Butler went on to really he has a book, or he has a book. He died back in I think the 30s, but maybe a little later than that. But yeah, he had a book called War is a Racket. And the entire fucking thing is just bashing the hell out of the military industrial complex. And he's right about it. I mean, like, it's hard not to listen to a double Medal of Honor recipient from 2 different wars, like the Spanish-American War and then I think World War I. So, yeah, and he ran for Congress. He was unsuccessful there, and then there was another book written called Doing Business, or somebody's gonna give me shit for forgetting this. I think it's like business or the shit, but it's about it's actually a coup to overthrow the U.S. government, or to get him into power. And it's actually like real life shit. I haven't read the book, but Doing Business, I think it's called. But I'm going off on. So yeah, old boy didn't answer my questions very successfully, and I'm just like, yeah, there's no, like, you don't fucking forget that. Like, every night you go to sleep in boot camp, you clap the fucking bed twice and clap your hands. You say good night, chesty puller, wherever you are, or you're running around singing these, like repeating these knowledge facts of the Marine Corps. Like, who was the first female Marine? Opha May Johnson. What year? 1918. You know why how we remember that? Because 18 years old is legal consent. Grand old man in the Marine Corps, Archibald Henderson. All right, I'm done throwing out Marine Corps knowledge, dude. This is all shit that they made us learn in boot camp.
Hey Pearson, have your neighbors been giving you any more problems with your target practice?
Oh, not really. I haven't really. I actually got everything together right now. No, I mean, I haven't shot really. Like I've shot once since they actually call the one neighbor actually called one of the owners that's out of state, and so she's coming up this and she's like, well, let's hold off. And then I talked to her the other day, and she's like, she told me that the dogs are good. The dogs were trying to commit suicide, and their son's crying, and like, I did the math on it. Like, so the inverse pressure law. It's a physics law that a formula that every doubling of a distance you lose 6 decibels of pressure, and from where I shoot, it's dropped down to half of how I'm talking to you right now, and I'm bucking in the middle of Alaska, like 30 miles outside town. I mean,
you didn't move to the middle of nowhere for somebody to be like, hey, keep it down.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to shoot fireworks off at 3 a.m. and, you know, walk around the property naked, try to fight bears that way, but run away.
Jen in the audience says that your wood beams are amazing.
My what?
Your wooden beams behind you.
Oh, yeah, these are naughty. So these are I want to say birch, maybe. But you got this one. This one's pretty big too. Yeah.
Wait, are you in like what are you in, a fucking dance studio? Like, I've never seen this room before.
This is the lodge.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like the dining room, kitchen.
Wow. This is all super fancy.
Yeah, man. We don't fuck around. So, yeah. There's a moose hide. I did not kill that moose.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, they're huge. They're like twice the size of horses. Like, I mean, like, their legs stop like right here.
Right.
That's lodge 6 years ago.
Wait, what is
you
that?
You guys are nice.
Get closer. I can't see it. Oh shit! Look at the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights in that photo.
This is actually one of the best places on the planet to see them. Like, literally, this property.
Huh.
And this is actually cool. This is really cool. This mantle. That's all. I think it's like.
That's a tight ass TV stand.
Yeah, it's one. It's actually one tray. This is the. So this is the. It's roof down here, and
I'm trying to wrap my head around this table.
That's a root of a tree.
Big ass. It was a big ass tree. So, So this is the stump, like that would be, you cut the main part off, and then this is all undergrowth. So this would be like the roots.
Wow.
Damn.
That's crazy.
How'd you get that?
What's that?
How'd you get that?
I grew it.
Wait, you grew that tree?
Yeah, I'm joking.
That.
Can't
I
grow
was about to say,
it.
yeah.
No, so it was. I mean, it was here. The person that when they built it, they really knew what they were doing. The lodge, like I've been getting. I had an estimator come out and not an estimator, a inspector come out, an engineer, and just because I'm trying to get a majority share of it, and there's like in terms of a log home built 30 years ago in the middle of Alaska, where they probably 40 years ago, where they probably didn't have electricity going all the time. Maybe they had a generator. So it's like I don't even know if the gas. I'm sure there's a gas station up here, but yeah, I watched a couple videos on how to build log cabins without like heavy machinery. That's just fucking crazy. Like you're literally like cutting more wood to be able to like hoist. Like you just like build these ramps and like notch them out, and you like use some leverage on another stick, and then somebody puts a stopper in it, then you pull it up the next one. Yeah, and I really got it. Like they go all the way up the second floor. Like I don't know if you can see that, but they're serious fucking trees, and to just think they did it without like a crane or probably not all this burl is all done by hand. Not that I would do it any other way, but I have a few. I guess they're similar to this. They're not as big out back, and I'm gonna use them as posts to the dojo.
So you polished those by hand?
So you use you don't polish it. You use either a slick or a draw knife, where it's I have them. I'll show you sometime. But it's just it's a single blade with with a handle on each side, and it's curved, and it pulls the goddamn bark off. Excuse me. But
Hey Pearson.
Yeah, really unique place.
Pearson, can you go show us some cool stuff outside?
Sure. Let me grab my gun.
Yeah, bring your drink.
I'm assuming that was an audience member. Somebody watching, they want to see something cool outside, or is that just you?
Yeah, we're getting requests for you to go show us somebody outside.
All right, let me just grab my gun. I got a couple things I can show you. So how you guys doing? Otherwise, how you doing today?
I think he said he's bringing a gun.
We shooting.
Maybe. It's Alaska.
He finna kill something this time. He gonna hit something. You don't be shooting no squirrels or nothing?
No, I don't shoot squirrels. I don't actually kill animals if I don't have to.
That's good.
Yeah, there's plenty to shoot out there that's not alive, I guess.
There's a reason. I mean, shit, but I don't eat pork or beef. So because of the just I don't know. I guess the way that they're brought up, I don't want to eat something that's not supposed. It's eating stuff that it shouldn't be eating, or it's not meant to eat with a bunch of fucking, I don't know, hormones and GMOs. Fucking, not that I'm like any, like it's not like I have like this overall health like mentality. It's just, this is like the one thing that I do this so I can like, drink 4 nights a week or, peyote stuff.
Pearson, remind us of your favorite gun.
My favorite weapon?
Gun.
Gun. You see, my favorite weapon. My favorite weapon. And what kind of term? And what terms? Like what?
Your go-to gun, the first gun you want to grab.
Oh, my Glock 17 or my AR.
Well, not your guns personally. If you had a gun to like first run to, what gun?
My gun. I have two. Well, I would. So I've been like really. I guess it's borderline cheap and wanting to run the gun with a mil-spec trigger and raw, pretty much factory, a factory weapon. Train with that because if I'm able to train with something that doesn't have all the gadgets, well, not really gadgets, but an upgraded trigger, better barrel,
attachments,
sights. I can get on target a lot quicker. I can punch out rounds a lot faster, and it's, I don't know. I guess it's a point of pride for me to do. Like all of my magazines have blanks in them. Like whenever I go to shoot, at some point my weapon's not going to chamber another round, and and people always ask me, like, I'll throw videos up, and I'll get like some direct messages like, "Yo, why are your guns always going down?" It's like they're supposed to be doing that. So in case it goes down in a real fight, I won't hesitate to get it back going. That's like if I'm running my gun at somebody, it's life or death. So I'd rather train enforce malfunctions than have a malfunction happen and me not know what to do. And that's so.
Yep.
So I'm rocking the
what's that?
Belt.
What's on the belt?
What's that?
What's on the belt?
Oh, so a rainbow.
No, I know, but like, there's things hanging from the belt.
Yeah,
so what do you got?
I have 2 AR-15 magazines. I have 2 extra pistol mags.
Nice.
Extra rounds. Medical stuff in there. It's just pressure dressing and a tourniquet. Multi-tool. A pistol. Yeah, I've been teaching myself how to weld lately. It's pretty pathetic, but I've been getting all these targets ready. Some real hard steel, which is.
I appreciate that you have a rainbow gun belt for Pride Month.
Yeah. It's I like it too. I mean, it's a rainbow.
It's a cool belt, and also it'll people can get accustomed, like, if you see a rainbow, don't shoot at it.
Yeah, like kind of like orange while hunting, yeah. But It's mainly covered up. I guess you can see it through the back. Holy shit. It's bright out. So it's a nice day out. I am
First of all, that looks like some sort of fire pit on your deck.
It is.
That's a pretty sweet ass deck.
Yeah, I'm actually staying in it. Yeah, so this goes all the way out to Canada, a couple 100 miles out. It's the first real thing that it'll come to, except for a couple rivers.
And how many Trisha's back and she has access to her tie?
What's that?
So remind us how far away from Canada you are.
Oh, how far away from Canada we are? Oh, as a crow flies, probably, I think like 250 miles.
And how far away are you from the Arctic?
Oh, a lot closer than that. The Arctic Circle.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever.
Circle were.
There's not like an Arctic city limits.
Arctic city limits. So going up the Hall Road, you hit Coldfoot is right after. I think it's right after the Arctic Circle. Arctic Alaska. Is that person specifically asking about Arctic Alaska? We got North Pole.
No, I was just asking.
Oh, so the Arctic Circle is a designation of where the sun doesn't set for a significant period of time, where like technically it sets down here, but it's literally right now it's like sets at midnight and comes back up at 2 a.m. So it's the angle which it's setting and rising doesn't allow for darkness really. You go maybe 30 minutes out of town north, the opposite direction of me, because I'm a little south of Fairbanks, but I mean I'm sure in Haystack, which is right outside of Fairbanks on the other side, going north, the sunset's probably an hour difference than it is here, which is only about 60 miles away. So the closer you get to the Arctic Circle, the more drastic the change is. So like where on the equator, I don't know, maybe you're in Miami, close to the equator, and Philadelphia, they have pretty similar sun up, sun times, but then they're 1,000 miles away, you know. Here, like in Anchorage, they still have longer days, but it's nothing like the days up here, and it's only 300 miles away. And then the closer and closer you get to the circle, the more drastic the changes are. So that's like the Arctic desert. It's literally just like fields and fields of well, I guess it's called the Arctic desert. If you go more north, it's always frozen. Like they're looking at like 80 mile an hour winds with 60 below zero temperatures. Like I never want to experience that.
Holy moly! Oh, so you've never been?
I've never been to the North Slope. I've driven up to the Arctic Circle a few times.
Because I was just sort of thinking, you know how like you hear about in the U.S., there's a place you can go and you're like standing in 4 states at once, kind of thing, or 5 states, whatever it is.
So it's Arizona, Nevada, California, and Oklahoma. That sounds Oklahoma didn't sound right there, but
or
I think
Wyoming or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking that if we went to the Arctic Circle, right, like right exactly at the point on Earth where it's like the point, right? And then you draw a circle that's like a 10-foot circle around it, right? And then if we run in that circle over and over again, we're literally running around the Earth like we could run around the Earth like 30 times in a minute, or maybe not that many. Maybe like
yeah, it would be the circumference of the Earth. Like you'd be going the circumference of the Earth, technically, you know. But technically, the globe's a circle, so you could do that 30 meters anywhere because it's a circle.
No, but you wouldn't be running around the world though. You'd be running in a circle.
Well, okay, yeah, at the fulcrum point. I got you.
So I almost wonder, and I get it. I know what you're saying. It's bitterly cold there, and you don't want anything to do with that kind of weather. But I'm wondering if we went there, we could actually set a world's record with like all kinds of world records, like, you know, most, you know, like group of 3 guys jogging around the world. How many times can we jog around the world in one day?
Hacky sacking, like the most hacky sacks around the world, like backwards, and then like you know, on your hands.
How few cartwheels that it takes you to cartwheel around the Earth, right? We could totally get that world record. By the way, Jen in the comments is wondering what sort of wildlife that you run into up in Fairbanks area.
There's been this this beautiful Arctic fox that's been hanging around. There's actually been 2 of them, so I'm assuming he's down there and she's hanging out over there. I'm just hoping they don't try to fuck my dog. My dog kind of looks like a fox, but I mean, if he consents to it, I'm cool with it. But they're kind of big. I couldn't believe how big the Arctic foxes were. And they, I don't know, I guess all the pictures. Sorry, I'm like plugged in right now.
Thank you for Rebecca for appreciating my joke.
So yeah, we have a couple moose that come through. In the winter, I was hearing wolves a lot.
Bro, what?
Wolves, they're like
what? You just got mad assertive. What? Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Rebecca, for appreciating my joke. Okay.
No one was paying attention.
We get it.
We got a porky
mad.
around here.
You funny.
Porcupines are weird. They climb trees. Porcupines, like they hang out in the trees. Like that's where they nest in trees.
Oh God, I feel like if I were a kid climbing a tree and I suddenly run into a porcupine up in a tree, that's something I would not expect to be up there. It doesn't feel like it should be up there.
They get bigger than like, I want to say like a English bulldog, like stocky and short, or not short, but I want to say, yeah. I was either going to go with the English bulldog or a pig, but I can't really picture a pig with, you know, hair. I guess I could. But they're about that size. But they like waddle around. They're slow as shit. They have a bunch of crazy, like, it depends on how old they are, but their needles are like 6-8 inches long, and they are, I don't know if they have any type of like toxin in them or anything, but my brother snatched one up off the road one time. Like my mom was up here visiting, and he's like, he picked up this fucking porcupine and brought it back to the shop and introduced my mother to it, and porcupine did not like that. Definitely got a needle in his hand.
Oh shit!
It was pretty.
Is that the black ones that walk around with the little needles in their backs and shit, or is that the ones that's like full of spikes?
So in cartoons, porcupines always looked like they just had.
They like the armadillos with
No, but
spikes.
it looks like long hair that's actually
like
semi-stiff, and when they get like excited, the hair kind of like sticks up a little bit more. And trust me,
it's
like
some black ones, huh? I seen a video of a jaguar trying to eat one. He kept getting.
Oh yeah, big cats should know better. Oh, he heard me.
Where's the kiddo? Show us the kiddo.
Come on.
Quick, get that kid to sign a release. Hi. He's like, nah. Whatever's going on the floor is more interesting.
It's all right, dude.
He like, pick me up. Nah, don't put me down. That was a tease.
He's like, I need you to come back on the floor with me. What are you doing up there?
I think he's learning how to beg through the dog. So he'll make this like that right there.
That's amazing.
Is a beggar too. But I don't know.
I gotta tell you, I was always a fan of Ferberizing my kids.
What's that?
Ferberizing is when you let them cry, because after like a week or two, they figure out that like they gotta figure out a different way to just get your attention rather than just cry blanketly for everything, Yeah. Like especially in the middle of the night, like they want to cry because they don't want to sleep alone. Ah, you gotta sleep alone. No, look, there's people that like their 3-4-year-olds still end up sleeping in their bed, and now it's tough to kick the kid out because now the kid can argue with you and reason with you. The kid's like, look, you've been letting me do this, like literally is telling you, you've been letting me do this for 4 years now. Why are you going to stop doing it now? And you're like, I don't know, because I want to bang your dad, like, or I want to bang your mom.
I don't know nothing about it. I ain't got no kids. Don't plan on it.
Well, how old are you?
This is why I just close my mouth and open my ears. It's not a subject I'm familiar with.
Yeah, are you?
Look, you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to have a discussion with your kid like, "Yo, I need to have sex with your mom right now, so why don't you beat it for a little while?" And if the kid's old enough to high five you, then the kid needs to be in its own bed. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, y'all hear who y'all? Hey.
Great. That's a great. Like this is like you acknowledge what high five is. And you're giving me props for banging your mom. Like, yeah, get the fuck out.
Exactly. That's a good rule of thumb. Like, if your kid's old enough to high five you, then your kid probably shouldn't be in the bedroom anymore. It's off.
You're probably get some stuff that you probably shouldn't be teaching him if you fucking high fiving you for banging his mom at 4 years old.
I agree with that. Even if I'm the one that.
You're saying if they're old enough to be able to do such a thing,
yeah,
they should.
Just like if they're old enough to drive.
Yeah, then that's old enough to be off the tit, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Either that, I mean, at the very least, your family should have its own Patron account at that point. OnlyFans or whatever they are these days.
It's a lot of women getting that. It's crazy. I don't know nothing about it.
Rebecca in the audience says that kids need their own room according to the American Pediatric Association, and I actually know a lot of single parents that end up giving up their own, like they'll have like a 1-bedroom place. And they're like, oh, the parlor actually has a bed, and that's where I sleep all the time because I leave this room for my kid. And it's not that when my kid comes over, I get out of the room for them. It's that the kid knows that room is there for them all the time, kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that's very important. I mean, like, I sharing a room with their sibling or like their brother or sister It's completely different than like sharing a room with mom or something, and mom or dad at a certain age. I mean, I definitely see where that that could really.
What?
What's that?
What?
What you got to say now?
Jody in the comments said, I guess I should have kicked them out when they started to critique my techniques.
Yeah, that's you're just telling them it's for science.
Your kid's like, Mom, you're being pretty needy in bed.
Dad, you're not satisfying her needs enough.
Dad, you gotta hold out a little longer. I'm like,
she gets so upset when you guys are done moving.
You gotta get through at least one episode of Peppa Pig, otherwise, like, this is not.
Shit, well, when it's been 2 weeks, hey, it's hard. Jimmy know what I'm talking about.
Jimmy gets through 3 episodes of Caillou.
Hey, when that lamp that you look at start to look like a woman, you like, whoo, anything can set me off right now.
Lamp.
Yeah, commercials start to become a little bit better. You like, dang, why is my world starting to change around me slowly? It's like somebody sending me signs.
You're like, tampon commercial, hit rewind.
What?
I don't know.
No.
Tampon commercials don't show, like...
What?
Tampon commercials are like...
Hey, look it. I ain't agree with that one. No, that wouldn't set me off. No, absolutely not.
I just figured pretty ladies...
Hey, I'm glad you... I hope this your own camera personality. Oh,
yeah. Oh, yes.
Yo, what? Yeah, I didn't agree with that.
My own camera personality. Ladies and gentlemen.
Love it. Hey, I could see like you looking at a lamp and you like, oh, that lamp is curvy. I can't see me flipping through channels and seeing a Tampax commercial and going, woohoo, I'm excited. Absolutely not. Sorry, just not my cup of tea. Or
that was the point, because we were talking about things that.
Well, that just took it a little too like
that
it was like a line
that we shouldn't.
Like this is
no
the
look.
line.
A tampon commercial is like
the
a chick swimming
like
and she's riding a bike and she's doing ballet.
About right there above the line.
It's like what other commercials do you see with chicks doing ballet other than tampon commercials?
Exactly, Rebecca. Mike running red lights. You can tell. I done witnessed it in the car too, so you know he definitely doing it behind closed doors.
Are you guys talking about masturbating?
Wait, what?
Are you guys still talking about jerking off? Or ballet?
No, we stopped that.
No, Mike runs red lights, and so we have to address the law because the law states you shouldn't run red lights.
Yeah,
Mike is a lawbreaker.
Right?
Hey, somebody needs to talk about the tough subjects.
It's Disrupt America.
Exactly.
Disrupting your comfort before and afternoon.
Who's that? D-Ham Monster? D-Ham.
Oh no, that's that's our
buy followers.
That's the Twitch bot that comes on
adviewers.com. Hey, somebody click on that. I give y'all $20. You click on that.
You don't say that.
No. Yeah, no.
He's kidding. No, yeah. Oh my God, you'll have like everyone's like, holy shit, that's the easiest $20 I ever made. Cash App, where's my fucking money?
No, I made like 20
I'll click
Monopoly
on it.
money.
I'll click on it for
20 Monopoly dollars. You get 20 Monopoly dollars.
Shit.
We can play Monopoly. And you can try to beat me in that, but you wouldn't. I'm nice. I'm nice in Monopoly. I got the perfect strategy, and it works every time, and I haven't lost a game. Haven't lost a game since 2014. And I didn't even lose that game. I got mad because the person I was playing made me upset, like people in Monopoly do. they make you upset, and this person wouldn't trade no property. They bought they had one of every property on the board, and they wouldn't trade with nobody. They was like, no, I'm not trading. No, I'm not trading. So we went around the board 80 times just collecting $2 in rent because nobody wanted to. Yo, I was so mad. I was like, nah, I can't
yeah, I don't recall ever finishing a game of Monopoly.
Oh, I finished plenty. I make sure to,
That's because
when you the winner, when you a CEO, you a boss, you want to finish the game.
Yeah,
because you want to dominate.
No, but it's usually because you're playing against 22 other people, and they're like, "Fuck this game!" Like,
and that's what you want. You want to get them to that point.
It's the equivalent of like
that's winning.
Flipping over the chessboard.
That's
like,
winning.
Hey, out of here.
It's playing the game of life, and not on a chessboard, or not on a cardboard fucking square.
So interestingly, if you actually someday, if you go over the rules of Monopoly and you really like absorb it as an adult,
it's what happens in real life.
You'll figure out how you can end that game pretty quickly. Like there's some stuff in there that you'll be like, holy shit, I didn't know you could actually do that in Monopoly.
Double ones? You roll double ones? Hey, snake eyes, you get $900 every time.
Well,
$500 every time.
So the other thing is that
that's a rule.
When properties come up for auction, I'm sorry, when somebody lands on a property, like if you don't have, if you're rolling and you like land on Boardwalk, like, and you don't have enough money to buy Boardwalk, it goes up for auction,
yeah,
right?
So
or if you decide not to buy it, it goes up for auction, right? So a trick though is that if you're the person with all the money, you can actually land on a property. If you know I'm like screwed because I'm kind of waiting, I'm hoping you're landing on one of those two spots to give me a big payday, but I'm auctioned off I'm cash poor, I have zero cash, and I've like loaned out, I've gotten mortgages on all my stuff. You can land on that property, be like, yeah, I don't want to buy it. Then it automatically goes up for auction. You're the only one that can afford it. And then you can actually be the only bidder and pay like $10 for Broadway or something, you know?
Yeah. No, that's, I grew up, I guess an hour and a half from the Jersey Shore, the Atlantic City. And being that my dad in the contracting industry, being a carpenter, fucking Trump would hire on all these like small companies and just not pay them, and like a bunch of my dad's like buddies went under from that because he would just tell them to sue him, and he had like a shitload of lawyers on retainer, and it cost him less in court fees than it would to actually pay these guys for the work that they did. Which sucks. But yeah, there you go. There's a sensitive topic, I guess. AC is dying right now, though. You guys ever been down like the shit? I guess I haven't been there in a long time.
So I haven't been to AC in a few years, but I do have I have two interesting stories about AC. And one was that I was going to a University of Miami and Temple football game because I'm a University of Miami alumni. And so my buddy and I were driving from Massachusetts to go to Temple, and we stopped off in Atlantic City to play poker. And we expected to only stop for like a couple of hours and then keep going. And instead we played all night. We were getting so we were sitting at the table. Here's the interesting thing that I learned about poker in some of the casinos, at least in Atlantic City at the time, was that I was used to the idea that I could get free alcohol when I sit at the poker table. What I didn't realize is that you can also get free hot dogs when you're sitting at the poker table. You can order food, you can pay for food to come to the table, but like you can get free hot dogs in Atlantic City when you're sitting at the poker table playing poker, in addition to drinks. So I was getting hammered all night. Here's what happened was I got so hammered. I was playing good poker. I'm a good poker player, but like so I'm up maybe like $400 or something, like not too much. I'm just sitting there to get free drinks and have fun until we go to the football game, right? And all of a sudden there's a huge hand and like everyone's in this hand and I'm so fucked up that like I forget what cards I'm holding because you don't want to look at your cards all the time. I'm still trying to like play poker, which is like you don't always play the cards. You're playing people at the table too. So I'm trying to do that, but I think I know what the cards are, and I've forgotten apparently what my cards are. So somebody goes like all in on the flop, and there's still like two, or maybe on the turn, there's still like cards to be done. There's still people betting. There's still other people in. There's like 4 or 5 people in at the table. Somebody goes all in, and it's not even my turn, and I'm like, call. Right?
Nice.
Like, I'm like, I call. It's not even my turn to call. And by the way, I'm thinking I have different cards than what I really have. And then somebody else is like, hey, what the fuck? It's not your turn to call yet. I'm supposed to still go, but really it's to their benefit anyway, right? Because they get to insert themselves in there early, right? Or be like, it doesn't matter if I call, like they now get the decision, hey, do I call or they can even raise me, right? Because I'm stupid enough to just call, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly what the person does. They put me all in. Now, remember, I think I have different cards than what I have. So the person's like all in, and I'm looking, and even though I'm trashed, I count what the pot is, and I look at what I have left in front of me, and I'm like, even if I think I'm going to lose at this point, like it's worth it for me to call because I've put in so much money that like I need to see the end of the hand anyway. I have very little left if I don't. Ooh, I like the gun. I'm glad my story is prompting you to get the big guns out.
No.
So anyway, there's still like now somebody's like, oh yeah, well fuck you, all in on you. And I'm like, shit, okay, call. In the meantime, there's like still 1 or 2 other people still, and they call, right?
So it became a pretty big hand.
So now all of a sudden it's like a $2,000 pot at the table. We weren't playing for big money. It's like 1-2 no limit, but it's no limit. So you can start out at the table with like $300 each. That means sitting at the table starting is a certain amount of money, but people build up, and so all of a sudden there can be $10,000 total sitting at a table. Pots don't usually get that big. A $2,000 pot at a 1-2 no limit is a pretty big pot at that table. So anyway, I'm trashed. I've been eating hot dogs too. Like I was not only drinking cheap liquor for like 8 hours to get to this point, but I've also now in the last hour started eating cheap hot dogs too. And I'm feeling a little like sick and woozy, and I'm making bad decisions. I should have totally have just stood up and taken my money and left. I actually was like up money, right? So now I call, and I call almost disgustedly, right? I turn my cards over, and people are like, what the fuck did you just call with? Like, you don't have, like, you need 1 card in the deck to give you potentially a winning hand, and like, you have nothing right now, Mike. You have like nothing. You don't even have a pair. You don't have anything, right? You need 1 card in the deck to actually, right? There's no way, Mike, you shouldn't have even stayed in the hand in the first place. Like when people are deciding at the beginning, are you gonna, and by the way, I wasn't even a blind. There was no excuse for me to even be in that hand if I'm like a good poker player, because it was like something stupid like 7 queen offsuit, something like that, right? Whatever it was, it's like a horrendous hand. And to wrap up this stupid story, I totally sucked out. I got the 1 card that needed to come up. Like statistically, that card just should not have come up. It was the last card statistically that probably should have come up. It came up. I won. I had people almost wanting to like, other players at the table wanting to like flip the table over because they were so angry that the drunk guy And I admitted, even when they were like, what the fuck are you still in this hand? I'm like, oh, I thought I had different cards. And they're like mind blown that like, that I actually had money at the table and I was like throwing it all away because I'm so drunk on cheap hot dogs and like cheap whiskey.
They were probably reading the shit out of you and they were excited as hell. And then...
Oh, and by the way, so the other Atlantic City story was David Hasselhoff's pool party. And... Nice. I sort of mistakenly, I was single, I was like looking around on Tinder and a chick was like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, hey, how you doing? She's like, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, oh, me and two of my boys are going to, that's weird. Me and two of my boys are going to Atlantic City. She's like, oh, that sounds awesome. I'd really love to go to Atlantic City someday. And so me just being the kind of dude I am, I guess, not thinking, I'm like, yeah, you want to come? And she's like, sure. So all of a sudden I'm bringing like a strange girl I've never met before on the dude's weekend to Atlantic City where we all only have one room to stay in for 2 days. And we end up, I basically use my ABC News credentials to talk us into getting into David Hasselhoff's pool party. Or my friend used his, but he didn't want to do it and I didn't have... Anyway.
You didn't Hasselhoff though, did you?
No, he actually. It was just that it was.
Promotional.
The party was so anticlimactic. I mean, it was a cool party, but it was very anticlimactic because it was like a bunch of Jersey Shore dudes like trying to get a photo opportunity with David Hasselhoff.
They're kind of you don't like. Never a good time hanging out with those
guys. So we see your gun, and I think everyone's sick of my David Hasselhoff pool party story. Are you gonna go shoot?
Yeah. That's the climax of my.
And then remember, after you shoot, you and Eric need to sing out the show.
Oh yeah. I knew that.
He's been drinking lemon tea for days.
Who's that? Who, me?
You talking about him?
Yeah. Pearson has been.
I was about to say, I ain't been drinking lemon tea.
No, not you. You don't do any prep for your singing. You just sing.
Yeah, mine just come from the heart.
Somebody tag Jen. Somebody tag Jen Knife. Because this is what she was waiting for, just in case she's not in the comments. Somebody tag her.
Tag Jen.
This is for Jen.
All right. Oh, I got a little bit of walk real quick though. I'll push it.
I don't know what happened.
So like I said,
the charger was off, and then it died.
Which
it was unplugged.
That's long. And I got all types of fucking cool targets. I just haven't set them up yet. So that's probably gonna be later. I'm gonna probably shoot again. And with the neighbors, I just tell them I heard it too. It's not tell them it was me. Hopefully they're not listening. But so yeah, I still got a little bit of mowing to do.
Gotta go through the security questions. Select all squares with crosswalks. I don't know if that was right. You might be a robot. I got lucky.
See, and that's weird because like when it has to restart or something, it erases all of that. So the fact that that is there, that's weird to me. I don't
Must have
know
knew that
if
the
I'm down
thing
with
was
that.
gonna die. It saved it.
I guess. And maybe that makes sense. But still.
Like, yo, plug me in. I'm hungry.
Plug
Some
me
juice.
in.
Then when it got to 1, it was like, well, I guess I'll just save this little bit of data. Sleep.
Sleep.
All right. So,
Also, Pearson,
how far did you walk?
Do you have something to smoke?
on me, I mean, I do have something to smoke up there a little ways.
It's all right.
But I mean,
it's okay. The singing part is what is important.
Yeah, that's what you got me here for, right?
It's what the people are waiting for.
Cool.
And you're shooting, actually, by the way. Everyone's waiting for that, too.
Yeah, I'm just checking the targets, making sure. So I like shooting propane tanks so you can hear them. So I got these 3. The front 2, I usually shoot at 15 yards, which makes that one 20. You can see the one in the far back, the tall one.
Yep.
You see it? No. I don't know if you can see that.
I think I can.
That's at 75 meters. And 3 more in the trees. And got. So this is the lane. Sorry if I'm taking long.
Do you have a scope? Do you have a scope on your rifle?
So no, that's what I meant by shooting bear. Like bear, like so. Hold on 1 second. So I run it completely stock. So this is a Ruger SR506. It's a piston-driven semi-automatic assault rifle, and it. Oh shit! It's benefits of it are that I am lazy and I don't clean the rifle very often because I think it once it gets a good shoot. Sorry, so once it gets a good caking of carbon in it, it tends to be a lot straighter. But I'm gonna run this lane. Should I put you? Do you guys want to? I guess you guys. I can put you at the target, so I'm firing at you.
Yeah,
here you go.
That'd be kind of cool.
Here's something cool. See that right there?
Yeah.
That's from a bear.
Wait, what?
So bears mark the male bears. They mark their territory by scraping trees. And this is a pretty predominant one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, fortunately, bears only have bows and arrows.
Yeah. You know, their lack of thumbs kind of screws them over, and you know, using or putting a smelt together. I am really curious about this, so I don't know if this is gonna hold it. So they're oh, that should work. I'm gonna shoot this target real quick though, just because I haven't shot it yet. So,
how loud is it for you? Do you usually wear like ear stuff?
Oh yeah. I have your ears and eyes. Yeah, I don't. I mean, since I had my son, I kind of would like to see him graduate high school or something. So I actually, before I didn't pay much attention to it, the safety.
When you're out doing target practice late at night and you're thinking about how your neighbors like to complain about stuff, do you ever just sort of like shoot from the hip a bunch?
I giggle and shoot really fast, and evil Pearson laugh happens a lot. Especially since the whole we think our dogs are gonna commit suicide. I looked it up. There's one thing that came up, right? And it's some bridge in Germany that like 200 fucking dogs have jumped off of. It's like, that's one hell of a fucking bridge. All right. So I'm just gonna set you guys up right here. I guess I'll just move a little bit too. So you should be able to hear the. Yep, I'll put the better camera on. So all of your viewers that are actually shooters can critique the shit out of me. All right. So, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So I guess this is in the way. Yeah, this will work. I'm not going to shoot my phone.
No?
So can you see back that path?
Can I see what?
Can you see back to the path?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, how many lines? Look at that. Wow. It's like lines galore. Wow, that's the world. Sounds cool. I'll do the Matrix thing. How come it never goes to your face when it does it? My face.
Still there?
Yeah, we are. Your video went out and we couldn't actually see anything.
Get the fuck out of here. None of that?
It was just me. When your video goes out, it just goes to my face for some reason.
You saw none of that?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
We heard it though. We heard it. I had to make funny faces. You'll see. You can watch it later, and then you can like rewatch the show, and then you can scrub forward and watch it. You'll be like,
oh, dude, that's fucked up. Hold on.
It was like my ugly mug for zoomed in for a minute.
That's fucked up.
We were counting the line. You shot more shots than there are lines on my forehead, which is shocking because there's a bunch of lines on my forehead. Where's he shooting? Oh, I see it. He's going aiming for that thing. That was cool. Is that semi-automatic or does that have a switch for fully or?
It's semi, yeah. God damn. Can't believe that happened. Why I was charging my phone the entire time, or not, but it figures. Yeah, so this is both semi-automatics. The reason I use them are, I carried one of these in combat with me, or something similar. It had a shorter barrel, but yeah, no, it's a reliable weapon. The most common ammo that I'm going to come across is 5.56 or 223. This fires both. They're very similar rounds. 223 is a little bit shorter, but this is a mil spec firearm that chambers both pretty easily. Like in the Marine Corps, we fired iron sights out to 500 yards with these. Like standard, every Marine has to shoot 500 yards with this weapon or with this type of platform. I think it's once a year, but we do 200, 300, 500 yards. And when I was going through, we didn't have sights. Now they're allowed to shoot with 4-power ACOGs, advanced combat optical gear. So yeah, we were just using peep sights on targets that were I think they're 6 feet tall, but the 2 points were 10-inch circles. So if you weren't doing well on your 2-inch circles, you're 200, 300 yards. You got to come in good with the 500, which 500 yards away from a target without like a powered scope is like, I mean, it is. I'll send you a picture of what it looks like. I'm sure I have one, but you're literally trying to shoot an ant off of a hill. It's crazy. But I'm so pissed that my camera fucking did that. It happens. This is like, I've had incredible shoots here, and like somehow all of the cameras went down, like somehow, like, you know, like, and I'll set up 5 or 6 cameras. And I usually have a GoPro on my wrist, so it's literally, the view is this. Which way? Yeah. So you're literally seeing me shooting from here, which is cool.
That's cool. Hey, we've been on for almost 3 hours now, and I think
I
I
understand.
You and Eric to sing us out, I think.
Yeah, right on.
I mean, we don't need to do it this second. I'm just saying, like,
you don't even have to sing with us. I can just sing us out. You can just say peace.
Oh, why don't you just start it off?
He likes to sing too.
Yeah, but
okay. I'm sorry. I should just stay out of it.
Yeah, hey, this is your show. You tell me what you'd like from me.
Yeah, I'll sing it out real quick, and then so you can learn the words, because people always we haven't had a show where anybody has done it right. Nobody.
What? No, we do it right just because we're doing it.
He's getting insulted. He's like, I've been on the show, like, we've done it like 4 times now. He's like, what are you saying?
I even wrote it down one time.
Okay, we'll go back and forth then. We'll see how it turns out.
No. You should. That's such a good idea.
No. You already called it out and said that you felt that this is your opportunity to be, you know.
Well, I don't get to sing with people very often.
No, we'll make sure we get your talents out there. We want everybody to hear you. You know, at first I was like, yo, we shouldn't, pressure everybody into being.
He's probably nervous, and you know. So I carry a big gun because I got a small dick.
I kind of feel like
I
feel like anyone who comes on the show with us and spends a long time with us has no problem probably singing at the end.
It's not about that. That's not the point. It's never the right song. It's always something different. People always put in their little salt and pepper.
So I think,
there's never any. That's the thing. Like, it's cool to have a song where everybody's getting involved and stuff. But then when a song starts to become everybody's personal song, then it's not a song anymore. Like, what's the words? People don't even know the words no more because every time we do it with somebody, it's something different. Like, we had Masturbate at the end, which was definitely not part of the song.
Yeah, I always forget.
At all.
So it's time to go. That's the end of the show. We don't want to see you no more. And I always forget one. There's 4 lines to that one.
The last line is, we changed the last line officially to now it's time to smoke because after 3 hours, what the
Yeah.
So, and that's the end of the show. Now,
go ahead.
You're telling me to do this now. So,
that's the end of the show.
We don't want to see you no more.
And now it's time to go.
Fuck me.
Because it's time to light up a smoke.
So frustrating. Peace.